Today's Christmas donation shout out goes to Geraldine E. King Women's Resource Center. The Geraldine E. King Women's Resource Center provides emergency shelter to 200 women experiencing homelessness in and around Salt Lake City every night. Beyond providing safe emergency shelter, this facility provides essential basic needs such as meals, clothing, hygiene items, a place for women to wash clothes and shower, as well as being a welcoming environment for companion animals. You can go to voaut.org to donate, or if you are unable to donate but still want to help give back, you can volunteer your service. Go to the website and go to volunteer opportunities, and you'll see all the ways you can volunteer your time. You can help prep a meal, serve a meal, sort through donations, mentor youth, assist in the garden, and a lot more. You can even do it as a group. It would honestly be so cool to get a group of girls together, friends, family, whatever, and go serve a meal. An often question I get during Trasher's Trash is, how do I get out of a funk? And my answer is always, go help someone in need. And this is honestly a great way to do that. So again, go to voaut.org to donate or volunteer your time to the Geraldine E. King Women's Resource Center. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Weekly Trash, the safe place to cleanse your mind, body, and soul of all that trash you consume this week so you can consume some more tomorrow. I'm your host, Josie Van Dyke, and I am sitting next to the TikTok queen, Miss COURTNEY CAHOON, everybody.
You're so nice. I'm so happy to be here again. It's
Welcome
so fun.
back.
I can't believe it.
It's been over a year.
I cannot believe that.
And you have 1.4 million followers?
I believe so, yes. It's
What?
weird. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Like, we were trying to figure out when you came on how many you had, and I feel like you weren't even at 100,000 yet. Or
I
were
think
you?
I had like either just, it was really close. I think it was like 90, maybe.
Yeah. And then
I cannot believe that.
life just got crazy, and now you're here again.
That is so wild.
And we have to do a mini dumpster deep dive on you. Today's dumpster deep dive is brought to you by Road to Baby. Did you know that 1 in 8 people in the U.S. alone struggle with infertility and have difficulties growing their family? The team at Road to Baby understand the pain and frustration that can come with infertility, and they are there to help you navigate that often bumpy road to parenthood. Road to Baby is a surrogacy, egg, and sperm donation agency based out of San Diego, California, who connects those in need with surrogates, egg donors, and sperm donors to help them grow their family. Road to Baby believes in fairly compensating those who make these dreams of parenthood come true. First-time surrogates working with Road to Baby receive a minimum of $56,000 for their incredible dedication. Egg donors are generously compensated at $10,000 per donation, and sperm donors each earn $5,000 for their first donation. If you've ever considered becoming a surrogate, egg donor, or sperm donor yourself, I encourage you to reach out to Road to Baby. You have the power to change lives and make parenthood dreams come true. And wait, there's more. If egg, surrogacy, or sperm donation isn't for you, but you know someone who might be a perfect fit, you can earn $1,000 in referrals for egg and sperm donors and $6,000 or more per surrogate referral. If you or someone you know is struggling with infertility, remember that you are not alone. The experts at Road to Baby are there to help you navigate this often challenging path to parenthood. Their experience and guidance can make all the difference in your journey. Road to Baby exists to help growing families and creating a life-lasting connection and making dreams a reality. If you're ready to take that first step or just curious to learn more about the process, schedule a free consultation with Road to Baby. Visit www.roadtobaby.com. ROADTOBABY.com. Because last time I didn't call them dumpster deep dives. It was just like, let's talk. So we got to do a dumpster deep dive for COURTNEY.
Yeah,
we gotta know
for
who you are,
sure.
but we'll do a mini one. So for those who didn't listen and get caught up, but if you haven't listened, go back, listen to the first one. It's hilarious. Probably one of my favorite episodes I ever recorded. But COURTNEY, where are you from?
Oh my gosh, I'm from Draper, Utah. Josie and I actually went to high school together.
We sure did. Go Hawks.
Yeah, we're a year apart. Hawks fly
together.
together. Always. You know.
ALTAHWK.
Let's do the whole school song.
No, what is the school
Stand
song?
up for out to high.
Oh,
yes.
Don't know.
No, it's perfect. That's
Like,
perfect. Let's roll with it.
My 10-year reunion's coming up.
Did you go to your 5?
They didn't do one.
Was it because of COVID?
I think so.
That happened to me too.
I'm like,
are you gonna go to the 10-year?
Oh, absolutely.
You have to.
Well, it's fun for you and Jake because like your reunion, you guys.
Well, he went to Corner Canyon.
I know, but like he knows everybody.
I know. He should come to mine. I should go to his.
Yeah.
They should do like a big combined one.
That would be so fun for you guys. Okay, but yeah, you are married to Jake.
Yes.
And you guys you dated, but you were never like lovers.
Yeah, we were just like friends.
Yeah.
We went on some dates, dances.
Yeah.
I definitely like crush on him, but didn't want to fully date yet. And then, and then we got married. Now we have a little boy, Hudson. He just turned 3.
I cannot believe that.
No, because last time I was on, I guess he was, only a year younger, but he was like a baby.
Yeah.
And now he's a chatty 3-year-old. And
he's so cute.
Thank you.
I always forget how close him and Brooks are because Brooks just turned 3 in October. So we need to get him in a play day.
We really do.
Because they would have a ball.
Yeah. And 3's fun. Like it's wild, but it's fun.
Yeah.
So.
3-year-old boys are fun. I feel like my 3-year-old, my daughter, when she turned 3, I'm like, you're right.
Well, then they get their own opinion. They get their opinion at 3.
Yeah.
And they definitely all have their own. So
for sure.
But yeah.
So, and you danced. You went to the U for a minute.
Yes.
You did it was cheer dance, right?
Yeah. Like, it's the dance team, but you have pom-poms cheer, kind of like.
all the things.
Yeah.
All the
like
things.
an NFL cheerleader, more
and
vibe.
And then you started TikTok in 2020?
I mean, no. I mean, I like did little random ones for
like when it was like musical.
Yeah, when you're just like bored and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, but like it was like lockdown and stuff. But no, I didn't even really post that much. I think I started it, like a year and a half ago?
Oh yeah, so 2020, end of 2021?
What year is it?
It's 2023. It's gonna be 2024.
Yeah, maybe.
Or
my math brain.
2022.
Let's see. Yes, 2022.
Because how old was Hudson?
Oh my goodness, like 1.5. Because it was May of not this May, but the previous May.
So it would have been 2021.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because he was born in 2020.
Yes.
Because Brooks was born in
2021. Yep.
So
oh my gosh.
Okay,
I'm so
go.
sorry. My brain is not working today. Yes.
Same. I am a shit show today. So same. This will be fun.
Yeah, no. So 2021, like that May is when I first started posting, like April, May. And
life just kind of blew up.
Yeah.
You started the advent calendars.
Yes.
I feel like that's when you exploded.
I agree.
Do you feel like that's when you exploded?
I agree. Yeah, I started them last winter, and it was a complete whim. Like I was scrolling through my For You page, and I'm like trying to think of like some ideas, but like also having fun watching videos, and because I always want to try to do something a little bit new, but go off what's trending, but make it your own. And so I was scrolling through my For You page, and I swear like every 4th one was someone opening just like one advent calendar.
Yeah.
Like I'm not even like really reviewing it, just like showing that I got one and this is fun. And I was like, that does look like fun, but like, what if we could review them all? And it was literally like a Tuesday or Wednesday night. Like, it was so random. And I remember I just like, Hudson, I just went down to bed. I look at Jake. I'm like, well, I'm going to go out try to find all these advent calendars. And he's like, what is that?
What is an advent calendar?
He's like, I'm sorry, what? I'm like, they're just like these things you do before Christmas. Bye. And like, I literally like left. It's like 8 p.m. I didn't even know what stores would be open. And I went out and that's when I was like, I'm going to find however many I can. We're just going to review them all. And I had no idea it would like take off the way that it did or anything. And it's so fun that it did because it's really fun for me to do, and I'm very grateful that I get to do it. But I had no idea in the moment that was going to be a thing, and it's been so fun. Like the fact that even like season 2 is what I called it this year has kind of been just as fun, and like I want to make it bigger and better, and it's been a really cool, fun thing for me to do.
Do you feel like a sense of ownership over advent calendars now? Like, if another influencer does advent calendars, are you like,
No, not at all. I think everyone should open one. I think they're so fun.
Yeah.
I think obviously each influencer has their own personality, and that's what separates us all. And obviously they're going to open the way that they would do it. And I think that's totally fine and fun. And if anything, I love to see it because it's like, okay, well, what one did they like? Which one did they get? Like, what one stood out to them? Like, it's kind of fun to see what everyone does. So I love it.
No, I love it too. How many advent calendars do you think you've opened so far this year?
I have opened so many. I started in October.
Yeah,
opening them.
You were on it quick.
Yeah, and it was crazy because I only started it that early because I went to Sephora one day, like just to pick up a product that I needed, and I saw an advent calendar. I was like, oh my gosh, they're already out. And she's like, oh no, this is our last one. Like they're already sold out. And I said, it's October 1st. Like, how are they gone? She's like, people are getting on it early. So I knew at that point I really wanted to review a lot of ones I didn't get to last year, because last year I started like mid-November.
Yeah.
And by then a lot of them were sold out. And so I was like, well, if I want to review ones that I never got, I have to literally go home now and get as many as I can and start now. And it made it fun, because it's kind of made the whole holiday season a lot more fun for me, because it's a very exciting thing and I love doing it. And so yeah, that's kind of, I started so early, but I've opened one every day probably since then.
Oh my gosh, no, you've done a ton. Do you give a lot of it away though, don't you?
Yeah. So, well, okay. So when I first started like the Advent series, I had no idea what it would be. Yeah. But towards the middle of it, I realized I had all these like little mini products, and I was like, I do not know what I'm going to do with all these, because it definitely gives overconsumption. Like, I personally am not going to use all of these. And so then I started thinking like, well, what is Christmas about, you know? And I was like, I want to, because I had like stock Advent calendars, makeup Advent calendars, bath bomb Advent calendars, like literally a whole little beauty kit in its own. And so then I came up with the idea to make like little goodie bags to give to the women's shelter, because they need those one-time uses, because they can't lug around big products with them everywhere, and you know, like pair of socks because it's cold. And so I came up with that idea, and that's what I did at the very end of the series. I made these little bags and I went and dropped them off and donated them. And then going into season 2, I knew that was going to be the same scenario. I'm going to do it again. It's funny because this is actually the last week of Advent series season 2. Like, this will be up tomorrow. Yeah. So it starts today. So I can say it because it will be up tomorrow, because no one knows what I'm doing. But I literally have like 25 plus Advent calendars left to do in a week. So I was like, I'm going to end it with like a rapid fire Advent calendar opening. And I'm going to open like 2 or 3 a day. And this year with the Advent series, it was if I open one, I give one. Because like they've really changed my life. And I'm going to cry. I'm a boob. No, I got one. Yeah, thank you. Anyway, I'm so grateful for all the people that support me. It's meant the world. And I knew going into it that if I, I want to give back this season, not only to obviously my community, but to the people that got me here. And as fun it is for me to open them and like throw the product into this, I want other people to get to experience that. And these Advent calendars are expensive. Like, some of them are $500 plus. I'm like, that is someone's Christmas, if not more than their Christmas. And like, how are like, and I'm just opening it, throwing it. So I was like, and meanwhile, people are like, I would love to have that. And so that's when I said, well, if I open one, I'm going to give one. And I can't open one if I don't give one. And last year I bought every single Advent calendar open. And this year I bought a lot of them, but I've been graciously gifted a lot, but just solos. And I was never able to get like the next one. Anyway, so with Rapid Fire, it's all of like my leftover Advent calendars, whether I just have that solo one or some of them I have 2. So I'm gonna open as many I can a day. And if I have 2 of them, I'll gift the second one. And if not, I'm gonna do a gift card of like the same value to that store, just because I couldn't get the Advent calendar. But I thought, because I was like, what do I do with all these? And my initial thought was just give them away, like rapid fire giveaways. But then it reoccurred to me that I give all that product to the women's shelter. So I really want to open it because I really want that product to give to them. So that's why I'm doing it this way anyway. So I'm really excited about it. I hope people like it.
No, I
was like,
that.
It'll be announced today, so this will come out tomorrow. But
no, that's
I'm really
amazing.
excited about it. So I hope that it all goes good.
Well, I think that's so important to like acknowledge how you got to where you are and be like, I want to give back to those people, but then also give back to people who just need it. Actually, every episode I do a Christmas shout out, and this Christmas shout out donation goes to the women's shelter actually. No way. And the reason why I picked it for this one is because I knew that you did that. Stop. And so, and it really is so heartbreaking when you see these women.
My gosh.
And it's like, some of them have kids, some of them don't, but they are just like trying to get by. Yeah. And like anything we can do. And I said 100%. If you listen to the beginning of the episode, you heard me say that if you can't donate, you can actually volunteer your service. So like you can serve the meals, or you can help prep the meals, or you can do something. And I was thinking it'd be really fun to get a bunch of girls together one day.
That's so
and
cool.
Like go serve and like
count me in
and just like because people always ask me in Trasher's Trash, like the submissions, it'll always be like, I'm in such a funk, like what do I do? And I'm like, serve someone else. Like 100%. Go do something for somebody else. That'll get you out of your funk 1,000,000%.
I agree.
And I just think it's so inspiring that you do that.
Well, I love that you did that. Like that is, and the fact that you even like associated me with that, like I'm going to cry. That means the world. Cause that's, like that's what I hope in sharing it, is like that it will hopefully other people want to do it too, know? And so that means the world to me. So thank you.
Well, I
and
love
if you go, I will come with you because I
you're
would love
coming.
that.
We'll make it a girls' night.
Well, have you ever been to the women's
No,
shelter?
I have. Well, that's not true. I have been, but it hasn't been for a while. When I was younger, probably like 14, my young women's went and we like served like
and there's
food.
multiple in Utah too.
There's a tons. There's tons. The one that you went to is downtown, right?
Yeah, and the one that I went to, I actually don't even know if you're allowed to like go and do meals like service there because it's a very like highly like kind of lockdown area. It's definitely for a lot of more people that can't leave because of a situation they're in that's maybe dangerous. And I picked that because I'm like, these people can't go out and get these things. Like, you know what I mean? Like they can't leave for like multiple reasons. And so, but even just going around the area and like when I had to like, you have to drop it off through the store and like, it's very like, you know,
security.
And I'm just like, and that's their life. And whether they chose it or not, like it just is. And so that's what, like, I remember I just like left sobbing because I'm like, that's how they're, you know, spending their Christmas. And it might not even be something that they did, but something that someone else did and made a choice for them. And so I just left and it really stuck with me. And so I love that you do that because I definitely need it.
No, you're
sorry, I'm going to cry.
No,
I'm going to cry 10 times on this episode. I know. I'm a boob.
Too. No, you're just so genuine and it shows through like
very nice.
And this is coming from somebody who actually knows you. Like you really are as genuine on TikTok in person. And you've been this way since high school. Like,
you're so nice.
So I just love that you're getting all this success and you're using your success to do good with it because there's a lot of people on social media apps with a lot of success and they don't do that.
You're very nice to
thanks
say
for doing that.
Well, thank you so much.
But something I wanted to talk to you about is after you had left the first time, you had posted a TikTok. You were crying. It made me cry.
I'm so sorry.
And saying how some of your family was like making fun of you or downplaying your dreams and your goals with social media.
Yeah.
And how did you navigate that? And where are you at now with family members?
Goodness. With family members, I mean, it's definitely, I think it's gotten better in the way of that nothing's being said or at least to me. And I remember in that moment, I was really defeated and just sad because I think everyone has a dream. And I'm a big dream chaser girly. I'm like, whatever you want to do with your life, do it. Like you only get one and do it. And I'll support you and I'll do this. And so I think it was really hard for me to go through that just because it was, especially like when it's, you know, family, it's so wild.
It's personal.
Yeah. Cause I'm like, you know me, you know, but at the end of the day, I just think, you know, that's my dream. That's not their dream. And they don't have to understand it. They don't have to get it. But as long as I stay authentic to who I am and what I want to do with it, hopefully one day they get the bigger picture of it. Yeah. And I think it's definitely like balanced out, played out. It's hard to do. It's hard to just like stick to your guns and be like, well, I'm going to do it. I'm going to be me. And I'm sorry if that doesn't, you know, always jive with you, but I need to be me because this is my life and that's your life. And I'm so happy for you, but I would love if you could be happy for me too. And I think just staying authentic to who I am and just doubling down, you know, you know, eventually they came around, you know, and so it's gotten better, but it was definitely hard in the moment. And I just think the best thing you can do is just be you, you know?
Yeah.
So
did it make you want to stop in that moment at all? Or did it give you the fire to like prove them wrong?
You know, like how deep do we want to get?
It's just a deep dive.
I know. I've never like talked a lot about, I feel like my pre-social media life on podcasts or anywhere. But I've been through some stuff. I've been through a lot of hard and I'm very grateful for that hard. Oh, here we go. Oh, you know, sorry, that was really gross.
We love it.
But I'm very grateful for my heart because I think it's made me who I am today. Like I think had I not gone through those things, I wouldn't be who I am or have my like outlook on life or things. But it was really, really hard. And in those times, I was definitely living my life for other people or the way they wanted me to be for them. Yeah. And just like in life and everything. And it was really hard. And I remember in the time I was like in this fog because I couldn't figure out why I was so miserable because it got really scary. And I was like, I've never felt like this before. Like I don't like this. But I'm doing everything that they think is right. So like, and just like in life and like literally every aspect, whether it was like working out, this, that, whatever, like everything. And so I was like, I don't understand why I I'm not feeling happy.
Yeah.
Because I'm always been a very, I feel like, positive person. I'm genuinely very
You have,
happy.
yeah.
And that was the one time in my life when I wasn't, I could not figure it out. And so I remember I actually got pregnant with Hudson, and he's my little sunshine boy. I love him. Because he completely changed my life. I mean, all kids do, but
No, for sure.
I remember when I got pregnant, I found out I had to make this decision. I said, do I want to continue living my life for other people and have him do the same and have him see his example and be like, oh, you're only, you know, happy if you live your life for everyone, instead of being happy and being authentically you. And in that moment, I made the decision, like, I'm never going back there. Like, I'm always just going to, you know, be me, be happy in being me. Because I really want him to be happy in being him. I think everyone should be happy in who they are, because everyone brings something new to this world. That's why we're all here. That's why we're all different. I think it's so beautiful. And everyone has something to give to someone. And so I made that decision. I said, I don't want him to change who he is, because he's perfect. He's my little baby, you know? And so why am I changing who I am? And I remember when it was hard, and it's, you know, slowly developed over the years more and more who I am, who I want to be, and what I want to do with my life. Like in the grander scheme of things, even outside of like work and all that. And so it's definitely taken some years, but I feel like making that decision and having that moment and having those hardships I'm sorry, what was the question? I knew I was going with this.
No, I know exactly where you're going with this. The question was, when that happened, did it make you want to stop or prove them wrong?
And so because I'd been through that, I didn't want to stop. Yeah. Because I was like, I don't want to go back to there. I've been there. Yeah. It's not fun. And I don't want to set that example for my little boy. So and there was no like vengeance of like, oh, I'm going to, you know, be angry and prove them wrong. But instead it's like, no, I'm just going to keep being me. And if you can't be happy for me or be okay with it even, that's okay. And I'm just going to keep being me, and you just keep being you. And if we need to like take some time apart or do whatever, that's okay. But I'm never going to change who I am or stop chasing my dreams. And I hope one day you chase yours, you know, or whatever it may be. And so, yeah, so that's kind of my outlook on it as far as like in the moment, what happened and why I just kept going and didn't stop.
And soon after that is kind of when things started blowing up. And
it was literally like a month later, I think, it was when everything went way wild and stuff.
And since then, you know, you've been able to buy a house. You've been able to like make these huge dreams a reality for you.
It's been so wild, and I'm so grateful. And like our lives have done like a 180, and I'm so grateful for it all. And I can't believe it all. Like every day I'm like, I don't know how this is my life. Like I always say, I'm like, I don't know how this is my job. And I hate using the word job, because I know it's like, you know, we put in time and stuff, but I've worked jobs, you know, and like, I guess there's like a negative connotation with that. And I've worked, you know, I was a customer service girly through and through. Like I've done that. And what I do every day, I love it so much. Yeah. And it's a dream, and I'm so grateful for it. And so, oh my gosh, 45 times I'm gonna cry.
No, it's
so, you're like, Courtney, stop crying. Anyway, so I'm just so grateful for it all. So yeah, our lives have done a 180, and I do look back, I'm like, if I just stopped being me and lived again for other people, like where would I be, you know?
No, really though.
I think it's so important just to be you and chase your dreams and keep going no matter what, because I believe everyone can do it. If you're passionate and you love it and it's what you want to do, I think everyone can do it, like whatever it is. Yeah.
And you do have to put that work in though.
Oh yeah,
because you are working all the time. Like, what is a day to day for Courtney? Because you're busting out content like on every second of the day.
Yeah. It's so funny. It's even changed so much since last year, because last year was very much like front end work. Like the content you would see I'd produce, it was very much like 5 times a day, every day, you know, and at that time Hudson was still napping. So I got to do a lot of my editing when he was napping, because I'm very big on also like, I really want to find the balance of being a mom and being a creator on social media, because he doesn't pop up in my content all the time, you know, and I do that on purpose, but anyway.
I respect that so much.
Thank you. It's harder, because it's like, then it means like, I can't be with you because you're not, you know, filming with me. Yeah. But anyway, we can get into that later too. But so it's so different, because it used to be the front end content, and now I actually have a lot on the back end, because ever since the last I've signed with the management, and I love them. I love her.
I remember I ran into you at Tsunami a little bit after you had just signed with them too. And you were telling me, and I'm like, girl, you're freaking blow. You're
so
Alex
wild.
Earl.
No, it's so wild. And I love it. And I love my manager. She's amazing. And I couldn't do what I do without her, because she definitely keeps me organized. Because that's one thing that's really hard for me, is balancing everything, keeping it organized, all the, the emailing this or that. So they really help with that. But then with that being said, it's like usually my mornings, I, wake up, try to get a workout in to like clear my mental. Cause I have a lot of energy. It'll manifest as anxiety if I don't. So that way it sets my mind a little bit right. And then I usually do like to be the one that like wakes Hudson up. And then he kind of goes about his day, does his thing, and then I have to step away and do usually like emailing or any brand deals, and then any filming for that day later. And then I usually get most of my content, I feel like it's up in the evenings now. Yeah. And then once it's up, I usually try to take a step off my phone and do dinner with my family to try to find that like balance of like family work life. And then after, Hudson goes to bed, I'll try to get on and do all the commenting back and get to chat with everyone because I love that. I love getting to chat with people.
Well, because that seems like you have a good balance then, because I feel like it's sometimes hard to be in the moment as a content creator because everything's content.
Yes. And it definitely took learning to do, because it used to be like 5 times a day and I was just go. And it's just not sustainable that way in the way of like just life. Like you can't just do that, and
you're not a machine.
No. And it's and you still want to enjoy other aspects of your life. And so I try to find that balance of, okay, I'm going to, share this, but I want this, for me or whatever it may be. And so that I don't share that, because I think it's important to have those authentic moments off the camera so you can stay authentic when you're on, so it's not like I'm making things for content or doing things. It's just like I'm living and we're all doing this together. And sometimes I step away a little bit. So it's really helped me, I think, find the balance, but it took a long time getting there on like a schedule. And the schedule stays pretty strict. Otherwise everything goes a little wild. But I do try to find, I usually just, biggest thing is to be off in the evening to have like dinner and time with my family.
Family time.
Yeah.
And let's talk about the not showing Hudson a ton. Because last time you were on, we kind of talked about it and you're like, the internet can be mean. And like, I don't want people to make fun of my son for no reason. Yeah. Which I think is a great point. But has there been more added to the reasons why?
I think there's a lot in not showing your like child. Is for me, like every parent, that's all your own, but for me, I don't want to be the cause of any insecurities growing up, like in the way of like I chose to put you on a platform that I know a lot of people are going to see, and I can't control what they say, like in the way of like if there is a negative comment on his like either like a lot of people I've seen like development, physical appearance, whatever it may be, whatever it is, in negative. And I chose to put you on there, so therefore that is my responsibility that happened to you. And again, I just think they're so perfect and innocent and little, and they don't deserve that. And he didn't sign up for this. And I think that was a big thing, as well as like we're just respecting the boundaries of all my family or friends. Like I do this is what I do. And I know you don't do it. And so therefore I'm going to respect your boundary. And if you want to be I usually ask like, are you okay to be in this? Because I just want them to feel comfortable with it. But with Hudson, he's too little to say, yeah, mom, I want to be in this video. You'll never see like a Hudson routine. You'll never see what he's eating for dinner. You'll never see things that are very personal to him. A lot of times if he ever is in content, it's because like, oh, we're on a family trip and I can't just like shove him in a corner, you know, like he's a person too. But I do try to keep him out of it. Like, but it's hard because I always say like, I want to keep him private, but he's on a secret, and finding that balance is weird because I don't want him to grow up and be like, Mom, are you embarrassed of me? Like, why am I not even anywhere? Like, why does no one even know I exist? So it's like he's a very big, important person in my life. And so therefore I want people to know I exist, but I also want to protect him and give him his choice and his privacy and his freedom and his life. I want him to get to have his life and choose where it goes when he's older, not be like, my whole life's already out there. The path's already laid for me. And there's just, you never know who's saying it either, No, you don't. And he's so in it. It's actually funny. I'll tell this story because no one knows this, but a lot of people requested like little kid advent calendars. Yeah. And I could not get myself to do it because I said, well, I feel weird opening a kid advent calendar because then I feel like everyone's gonna be like, have Hudson open it. Yes. But I'm like, I don't want him to open it because I know it'll be so freaking cute. But that's such an innocent, private little kid moment that, it's so pure and the energy's so pure. And so I got like a mini brands advent calendar, and I filmed it and I edited it and I watched it, and I couldn't post it. It's still in my drafts because it's for me. My mom's like, screen record that, send it to me because it's so cute. So cute. But it was so pure that I said, this can stick with me, like this doesn't need to be out there for not even just like my, like my people to see, like the random people that it falls upon. Like they don't need to have that moment. Like you can have that moment. And so I try to keep that balance there in like the privacy versus, you know, keeping him private versus secret. But it's a big thing, and it's really important to me to let him have his life.
I love that.
Off the camera.
Have you thought about maybe having a private Instagram? Do you have a private Instagram where like only family can see stuff?
I don't. I feel like it's funny. I feel like I post them on my Instagram story more, like just like photos or whatever. Cause I feel like a photo, like in the way on my story, or like usually if it's on my now feed, like, you know, back in the day before I had a following, there's, you know, baby pictures of him for sure. But now it's very much a family photo. Like it's like we're all in there. Like it's not just him. Right. And then I feel like on my story, you know, I feel like those are people that really keep up with you. Instagram's a little bit different. It's not pushing stories out. Yes. So I feel a little bit okay sharing that and having those memories there for me. Like if anything happens to my iCloud, in my highlights, or like in my archives at least. Yeah. I don't really add to the highlights anymore, but I know I think I would have a really hard time keeping up with another account. Yeah, stupid idea. No. It's great. No. So many people do it. It's not stupid.
No, but like I don't know how you would be able to keep up with it. Like you already have TikTok and Instagram and all the things you do on the side with your
But that is a very smart idea. Like that is very genius.
Oh, it's not that genius of an idea.
But if not, it just stays in my it just stays in my camera roll.
Yeah, well, there's only like 4 people that really care to see it. That's the grandparents and you and Jake. So save it to yourself. Speaking of kids, though, I'm sure you get asked all the time, Courtney, do you want more kids? Courtney, when are you going to have more kids? And it's like, she doesn't know, you guys. Shut up. But no, I'm going to ask you, Courtney, do you want more kids?
I do. Yeah. I was waiting. If you listen to the last episode, like I was waiting for a year. Hudson was like seizure free, and he hit that year in September.
Yeah, because for those who don't know, he had seizures when he would get sick.
Yeah, he had seizures for like a full year. Like he had so many last year. And then he's been a year seizure free. So that was my goal, just to get him healthy and good. And then I'd feel more confident like going for it, having a baby. So I think we definitely want one sooner rather than later, but I don't know when. You know, you never know when.
You never know.
But I do.
And you had a puppy. You just had a puppy. You just gave birth to a puppy.
I did. I'm like,
you just got another puppy. You didn't just have a puppy.
Like, you know, they feel like that sometimes. So they do.
No,
yes, being a mother and a puppy owner, sometimes you're like, which
was harder today?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, so we did. Yeah, Billy. We got Billy, and I love her so much. I will say it's so funny. Lulu's the people pleaser dog.
Yeah.
I say Lulu's my good dog, and Billy's my funny dog, because she's her own person. She does not care if I, don't like what she just did. If I do like what she just did, no, she does not care at all. She is just, I'm going to do whatever I want for me. And I say, you go, girl. But at the same time, please get potty trained, please. No. Please. Because she's still not.
How old is she?
Oh my gosh, when did we get her? I want to say she's like 3 months.
Oh, so she's...
No. Sorry, we got her at 3 months. She's like 6.
Okay.
Months. So she's still like a little puppy.
She's not one yet.
Little chicken nugget, but it's really, really hard it's been really hard to potty train her. I'm not going to lie.
Potty training's rough.
Well, Lulu, I remember it took Lulu a whole year, because I feel like the little dogs just take longer.
They do.
Yeah, but Billy just does not care, like at all. Like I've actually thought like maybe we need to get her a trainer. Yeah. In the way that someone can like work with like a stubborn dog. Yeah. Because Lulu's still like,
what's her like breed?
She's half wiener dog, which in my brain she's full wiener dog, because there's no poodle in there. There's no, like, she looks like poodle mix,
but she acts like a wiener dog.
But she has no people pleasing in her. Like she's so cute and like loves to cuddle and like play. But she could.
She's a wiener.
She is a wiener dog. Like she just does not. Yeah. So it's been really, really tough to potty train her, because if you even like look at her wrong, she just like is like, no, like this is mine, And so I feel bad getting mad at her. Like, don't go pee right there. Because then she's like,
like, I'm going to go pee right here.
Yes.
Mom.
So, but she's so cute. I love her. And she's been a fun addition, and Lulu loves her. So having 2 is fun. You got 2.
Yeah, 2. And I will say, when you have 2, one is like the good dog, and the other one is like my dogs. I call Trigger the smart one, and Snoop is the stupid one. Like he's just like goofy, like acts like he's a puppy, and I'm like, dude, you are almost 7.
Yes,
you act like you are a little baby dog.
You are still a child.
Much energy.
Yes,
wants to be licking you, jumping on you, has no manners, and then Trigger's like the calm, old, grumpy.
He's like, we gotta listen to mom.
Yeah,
like she's and like. Does Does one follow the other?
Yes.
Like one's the leader.
Yeah, one's the alpha.
Yes.
And they follow the pack and they do no.
Yeah.
But that's how I think it has to be.
Oh,
with
for
two.
sure. You can't have two.
Can't have two wieners.
No.
That
Or you
can't crazy.
Can't have two good. Well, it's funny because Lulu was so good. I was like, we should get a second.
It'll be so much
yeah.
easier.
And then I was like, but she is so fun. Like I will say, like she is a spunky. I just posted a video because she likes to walk on the tables, which is really actually scary for wiener dogs because if they fall, they can hurt their back. But the thing is she has little stairs in the ramps. Like she can go on our bed, she can go on our couch in our room, she can go on our couch in our living room. But I'm not gonna put one on the table because I'm like, I don't want you up there.
Yeah.
Somehow she gets up there. There's other places, like there's times when we look outside, she'll be on our post, like our railing. That's like this thin, tiny. And I'm like,
are you a cat?
Yeah, I'm like, did someone put you up there? How'd you jump? It's like a landing strip. So it's really hard to train her, like, don't get on there, because she's like, I don't care, you know?
Yeah, you need to get trained.
But I'm like, for your safety, like, you need to get down, you know? And the Lulu's just like sitting there like, I don't know how she got up there. Like, so.
Whenever I see dogs like play like that, I think of the Pets movies.
Yes, it's real. It's based on a true story.
No, really though, like The Secret Life of Pets.
It's real, and it's when you're not looking.
Yeah.
Like it's all of a sudden turn around, they're just like doing their own thing. Yeah. So
they're in their own
but
worlds.
she keeps it fun, and Hudson loves her. So
well, that's good.
Yeah.
So more babies, but we're in the dog world right now.
Yeah, we're
dog world.
puppy training.
But yeah, you've had so many big experiences since we last spoke. I mean, you got into travel, you got to launch fitness outfits, and you got to do all these things. What have been your top 3 favorites?
Oh my goodness. I feel like I've loved them all.
Yeah.
Like it's really hard to pick a favorite because they've all been so different. I'm always so grateful when I get invited to travel anywhere because they always do the absolute most. And I'm like, who am I sitting here doing this? Like, I'm
Courtney
just,
CAHOON.
no, I'm just a girl from Draper, like Utah. So it's so fun. And it's always fun to go out and meet people. And it's so funny because I actually always like fangirl, but I'm like, keep it cool.
Chill.
But like, I'm like, do you know who that person is over there? Like I've watched them for years, you know? And so that's always really so weird to me and like really cool to me. Like, it's like, I've watched them for years and like, here I am with you. But in my brain still, I'm like, but am I? I'm like, can I get your autograph? Like, please, like, you know?
Yeah.
So those have been really cool in that way. My Acta collection was a dream. Like they just were the best ever to work with. They let me really like make it how I wanted to make it, but then they put so much like into me that I was like, I don't know what I did to deserve you guys, like to make it how I would like to, because sometimes, which makes sense with brands, like, you know, they still want it their way or whatever, like we'll meet in the middle, but Axe was very much like, this is you, like how you want it, and they just full force did it, and that was such a dream. Like,
and on a billboard.
I was on a billboard. I said, what am I doing up there? Get me down. No, like, and that was something I didn't even know going into. All of a sudden, they're like, we're going to put you on a billboard. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like,
are you sure?
Yeah. Like, I didn't even ask for that. They just did it. And so it was so cool in that way. And it was also just so wild, like launch day. And the fact that like anyone bought anything, I was so nervous because I was like, Actus put all this, like for multiple things. I'm like, Actus put all this, you know, effort, time, and all this energy and money. It's a lot of money into me. And I, you know, want to do good for them. But at the same time, I want, you know, people to love it. Like I want my girlies to love it, and I want them to feel confident in it. And I want them to, you know, be proud of it too, because I couldn't do this without them. And so it was so wild on launch day. I remember I was crying literally all day long. Jake was probably like, get it together, girl. You know, like, he's like, come on. But just the fact that like, I remember when the first sweatshirt, or I think it was a sweatshirt, was purchased, I literally started crying because I was like, that could be my mom for all I know. And it means the world that anyone would buy it because like I created it, you know, like who am I to have some support like that? And so here I go again. I'm crying. I'm going to get it together. But it really, it meant the world. Like it just was so mind blowing to me, and I'll never forget it. It was so great. And then I feel like I have another one coming up no one knows about.
Okay.
Can't talk about, but I feel like that one will also be very
huge.
Yeah,
Is it
very,
2024?
very cool. Yeah, 2024.
Do you have a lot of big exciting things coming in 2024?
I do. This one I'm talking about is like beginning of the year, because that's like what's on my mind next. And I hope everyone loves it, but I think it's gonna be really cool, and I'm very, very excited to share it. Like it's so hard. I love keeping secrets. I hate being surprised. I don't know. Do you like being surprised?
No, because I'm a control freak.
Yes, and so but I love surprising.
Yes.
And so then it's hard because I'm like, I want to tell you right now.
No, I'm the worst. I'll like get Caleb a gift, and I'm like, do you want to know what I got you? Do you want a hint? Like, do you want it now, or do you want it?
And he doesn't even know that at some point you bought him a gift.
Yes.
And you're like, so I got you something.
so exciting. No,
Yes.
I can't.
No,
It's so hard for me to
it's
keep it
so
to
hard.
myself.
I'm the same. Yes.
No, but I'll stitch this when you come out with whatever
Please
it is.
do.
And it'll be you
Please
being
do.
like, I have something.
Yeah, please do.
And then,
I'm really
ta-da!
excited. Yeah, so that'll probably be the
That'll be
next one.
huge.
So
And besides like finances and experiences, how else has this career changed your relationships, your friendships, your marriage, motherhood? Like, which aspects have changed the most?
I think it's hard. It's like I feel like every aspect of my life has changed, all for the better. Like in the way of just, it's been so surreal, all of it. I'm like trying to figure out how to word this. Like I just, like, it's been so fun to, get to, do what I do, but then still be a mom. Like I still am, at home. Like there's times I have to check out a little bit, but like I still get to be there. And I never thought I'd have that opportunity. And so that's really cool for me. And I'm very grateful for that experience, that I get to do that. Cause I know not everyone gets to. I mean, I grew up with a single mom. Yeah. I was in daycare and it was great and it worked and that's what happens. But the fact that I get to do what I do and be home, like that's a huge blessing and I recognize that. And I'm very grateful for it. So like that's been really cool. It's been really fun, to do with my friends and get experience with my friends. A lot of these trips you could get to bring someone. Yeah. And it's really fun to get to bring my friends and do these things together because I think that's what it's about. I think it'd be a lot boring, more boring if you're doing it alone or whatever. Sure. And so it's really cool to do that and get to spend time with them more than what I thought I'd get to too. And so it just, it's been great all around. I'm very grateful for it.
With friends and TikTok and like being a big TikToker, is it hard to make friends because you don't know if it's genuine, if they just want clout, if they want to use you? Like, is that hard?
It's so funny. I was just talking to you. I got my eyebrows laminated. They're,
they look
but
good.
thank you. I'm like, they're still a little dark, but she did so good. When they're dark at first, but then you're like, give it a week. They're going to be perfect, But I got my brows and I was talking to her about this because she's like, she asked kind of something very similar. And it's like, I kind of just can't even think like that. Because if I think like that, then I can't live. Yeah. And I need to be able to live. Like, even if it's like, oh, like she asked, like, is it going to the grocery store weird? And I'm like, I literally can't think like that because I have anxiety. Then I get a little bit of social anxiety. So I'm like, if I think things are going on at the grocery store, then I will literally never go. Because I'll be like, well, I don't want to, disappoint anyone. Or like, what if Hudson's like having an off day? Like, and someone takes it different, and so I'm like, I can't think like that. And so I definitely take every friend in as organically as I would want it to be. So it's like, if, this friendship's going to be real, then it's going to be real. And if it fades, then it fades. But like, it still to me was a friend, and so I think that's just how I look at it. I think if I look at it differently, then it gets hard to make friends, or then it's, organic or unauthentic. And, I feel like all my friends are very much my friends. Like we're our girly girls. It's very real. And I want to keep it that way. And the only way to do it, I feel like, is to have that outlook of like, this is real, and like, this isn't, you never question if it's for like the clout or the followers. Cause in my brain too, I'm like, well, if they're my friend, I'm like, I want you to grow your following. I want you to have this life, this experiences that I get to do. Like you deserve it too. Like I think literally everyone, gets to deserve it and anyone can do it. And so I'm like, I want to share that with you as much as I can. And so for me, it's more fun. I feel like where it gets hard is more like time. It's like, do I have the time all the time to be everywhere at once or like at every single, friend gathering or friend party, And so I'm very grateful for my friends because they also get that. And so they're very much just like, where those friends are like, maybe like once a month or like if there are times when it's like, okay, we can be together every day for like a week and then see you next year, No, yeah. But they're there when I need them. So I feel like I feel like
your circle's pretty small. I feel like you keep it pretty small. You're pretty private, even though you are on social media, but like you do like to keep things intimate and like kind of to yourself. Do you feel like the bigger you get, the more you kind of are like, okay, let's make it smaller?
I feel like I don't. If so, it's not purposefully. If so, it's just because I feel like the more you grow, the more things you have to do, and then it's like balancing, and then you have to make those judgment calls of like, okay, like, this will be my 10th party this week, or do I want to be home with my son? Yeah. Because I have to work tomorrow. And so for me, it's just more finding the balancing and the prioritizing. And I really do try to get out and be everywhere as much as I can be, because I love when I get to see people. It's so fun for me, even if it's like, getting out with my friends is so fun. And that's why I'll like text and be like, want to do lunch for like an hour today, really quick. And they get it. They're busy too. Like moms are busy, life is busy, and it's the holidays and stuff. So it's never on purpose. I would say it's more just, I feel like a time management thing, but I feel like my friends were always texting or, you know, actually I'm the worst texter. I take that back.
You like the voice.
We are voice memo. Yeah, see, you know, we're voice memoing, we're calling, or I FaceTime.
Yeah.
Those are my big things. But I'm very grateful for my friends because I think that's a true friend is someone that's like,
sure.
You know, we don't have to be together all the time. We don't have to even chat all the time. But like, I love you. You love me. And when we get together, it's like we never left.
Yeah.
So those I would say
those are the best kind of friendships too.
Yeah, those are good ones. And I feel like you got a lot of friends like that too.
I do. I feel like the older you get though, like you realize like, oh, life is so busy. Like if we don't talk, I hope you know we're still friends.
Yeah. Like I love you. Yeah.
And I think the older you get, the more you realize who can be those kind of friends.
Yeah.
And you keep those. Cause some people like, they can't do that. They're like, no, I need you present all the time. And it's like,
yeah,
I love you, but like,
and I want to be there for you, but it's just,
I can't, you know? And so when you find those people that like get it and you're like, okay, cool.
Yeah. And I feel like you have a lot of those too.
No, it's great. Yeah. It's great. I love it. Okay. One last question before we take out trash. Besides your big exciting things coming on, what goals do you have for yourself in 2024?
Ooh, oh my gosh, I do. Are you a goal setter?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I always do. I'm like that New Year's resolution, manifest it.
Oh, yeah.
I definitely want to grow my like what I have now into like a different aspect. Like I would love to turn into like a business or expand that way. And obviously wouldn't launch in 2024, but getting that process started, we've, you know, things have kind of been worked on, but I really want to like really get going on that next year. Like that would be like my work one. You know, I don't know, maybe try to have a baby next year. Okay. Or maybe not have one. We'll see.
But maybe get pregnant in 2024.
Something like that. I would love to do that. Oh my gosh, what else? I always like do like a family one at this one, like one for me personally. I don't know. I think that's all I can think of right now. I think those are like my big ones.
They're good ones.
Yeah.
Those are good ones. I'm excited.
We shall see.
I'm excited for another little
potty train Billy.
Oh, yeah. Potty train.
2024.
Wait, is Hudson potty train? Because Brooks has been it's so hard.
I was going to say it because did you say on one that he was like, I want to do this, Mom?
He said he wanted to do it and he was lying to me.
He said, I want to do it today, not tomorrow.
He did it today. And then he was like, I don't actually like that. I don't want to do that again. And
the diaper wasn't that bad.
But like I said this in an episode one time, like diapers to me are easier. Like,
yes,
like it's more convenient. Like we're at the grocery store and he's like, I need to go potty in case shit in your pants. Like, I don't want to have to like leave this grocery cart and leave like your sister with your brother and like
100%.
Especially when you have multiple.
When you were telling that story, I said, you know, I get I get it without multiple kids, but even with multiple kids being like, okay, everyone, let's get in a pack. Let's head into it's a lot.
It's a lot, especially at Costco. Because Costco.
It's like the back corner.
Costco sucks. Yeah. Because they put the bathrooms on the other side of the cash registers.
Yeah, you have to like check out.
Like what am I supposed to do with my massive cart?
You're like, can someone watch this, please? And you do. Like you have to usually ask like someone that works there.
Can you watch this while I haul my whole family into this tiny stall?
Yes.
No. And we're gonna go to Disneyland in February, which we're gonna talk about your trip and personal trash. But we're gonna go, and I'm like, okay, after the trip, I will narrow down the potty
because it's nice when you're there.
When you're there, it's honestly nice if he's in a diaper. Because then I'm like, oh, we're in a line. And you have to go potty?
Yeah.
Cool. Go potty in your pants.
Or it's like, then everyone, let's go find the nearest bathroom, which is never close.
Yes.
And then, that's genius.
So I'm thinking after that, we can.
Yeah. And it's fine. Because they're like, they say around 3, you know, and.
We all learn some point.
Yeah. I'm like, they'll figure it out, right? No, I'm just kidding. No, yeah. Hudson,
it's natural.
Hudson, it's been a whirlwind as well. Like,
Have you tried?
Well, I think I missed the window. And I think. There's a window.
That's what they say, but I'm like, the window never works.
Well, there was a time when I was like, oh, you know, like he's showing all the signs, like he's taking off his diaper, or he's hiding, or this, and so,
like he knows what he's doing.
Yes, and so then I was like, but he's still so little because that was like months and months and months ago. Like maybe when he's like right too, I was like, you're little, like you don't even understand what I'm like, you know, and then now. He's doing all the same things, but like he's like, Mom, like I don't want to be in my diaper, and like he can vocalize it. And so I'm like, well, do you want to go potty? No, like straight up, no. I'm like, are you sure? No.
Do you want to try?
Yeah. And then it's like a whole thing. And so I did try that. We did like the whole like 3 days pantsless thing.
You did it?
We tried and we did that. But the thing is like I can make him. Like I can be like, kid, we're going to potty every like 30, 45 minutes. But he would never ask.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, you're not gonna ask me in public. And so we would try, you know, like we'd go on the car and I'd be like, you need to tell Mom if you need to go potty. And it was not the time. And so I still ask him every day, you know, like I still try to throw in there.
Yeah,
We've been
throw it
watching
in.
videos, reading
Yeah.
books, you
Yeah.
know, like to get him excited. Like
Yeah.
I got a dinosaur potty book. He loves dinosaurs. I'm like, please, like get him excited for
Dinosaurs
this.
go potty in the toilet.
Yeah, everyone. I'm like,
Yeah.
he's obsessed with Jack Skellington from Nightmare Before Christmas. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
Yeah, I'm like, Jack goes potty on the toilet.
Wait, does he like that movie?
Oh, he
that
loves
movie
it.
would freak my kids
No,
out.
I hated it growing up.
Like, I haven't even watched it. It scares me.
No.
The bride, like the ghost.
No,
like,
and the Oogie Boogie Man.
Nope.
Yeah, like who literally, it's like very traumatizing actually. And
No.
it's his favorite thing. Like we just had his birthday party with my mom yesterday, and literally she got him a Jack Skellington doll. And he's already taken it. We did take it to go get a drink this morning. He took it to, you know, like walk around the house with him as me sitting by him.
Well, now you know what he can be for Halloween.
Yeah, but that's probably what
You guys could be the whole family.
That would be cute with the
Like,
doggies.
yes.
Because they have zero.
Yes.
That would be cute. You know, he knows every word. He sings every song. He also loves The Grinch.
The Grinch, the fiction, like
All of it.
the cartoon one.
All of it.
The cartoon Grinch is good.
It's cute.
I watched the original
Like the
Grinch,
Jim
and
Carrey
I'm
one?
like, what the fuck is this? Like, this is scary. Like,
No,
what?
Yes, he loves scary things.
Oh my gosh.
Like
that's
he's
so
obsessed
funny.
with scary monsters, everything.
Oh, Brooks is the complete opposite. It's scary. Turn
Well,
it
I feel like
off.
that's like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he loves it.
Good for him.
Yeah, I know. So he's anyway, but yeah, everyone goes potty on the toilet. So
Yeah,
we'll see how
everyone
that
goes
goes.
potty on the toilet. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Time to take out trash, everybody.
Yeah.
So you went to Disneyland this week.
Yes.
That's some good trash.
It was so fun. I'm not gonna lie.
And was it busy?
It was and it wasn't. Like I feel like I didn't wait like longer than 30 minutes to go on a ride, but we did get like the genie pass.
Yeah.
And then we had rider swap. So it was
Oh.
like you fast pass it and then you rider swap and you fast pass it.
Did you do 2 days or 1?
We did 2 days. And
Okay.
next time I think we might even go longer.
Really?
Only because so like that's what I realized is like hurrying going and doing a couple days, it's fun and you can do it. But when you have like a toddler or a baby, like they definitely need that midday nap, and I never want to like push him, you know, just
Yeah.
like, well, we're only here for 2 days, you know?
Yeah.
And so I think being able to have the time to like not be stressed and be like, okay, we can go back, you take a nap because we got another day, you know,
Yeah.
to like enjoy the time. And so, but it was really fun. He loved it. He loved everything about it. The only thing is he was literally like 1 centimeter short of like Cars Ride, Guardians of the Galaxy, Star Wars. And so the hard thing is I measured him and I thought I measured him right. And I even put on like, you know, not as like tall
His
shoes. Like,
tallest,
yeah, but like
like-
the tallest sneakers that
Yeah,
he had. I didn't go buy
yeah,
platforms or anything because I was like, you gotta be safe. But
Yeah.
like, I was like, these are
Nikes
thick.
are
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
yeah.
And I was like, you're going to go see Lightning McQueen. I'm hyping him up. And he's like, yeah, Mom, Lightning McQueen. And we get up to the front, like, we need to measure him. I'm like, oh, yeah, great. Like, get
Yeah.
there. Literally, like, because he could stand under it and his head didn't hit. Like, there was no gap, but his head didn't hit the thing. He was like, he's too short. And I said,
No.
and I was like, no, please do not.
Like, here's $5.
So I'm like, please. I'm like, I promise you'll be okay. Like, you know, he's like, no, we really can. I was like, okay. But then that's the hard thing is like telling him like, you're not going to see Lightning McQueen right now, you know? And so that broke my heart.
Yeah.
But then luckily they have the characters driving around. But that's
I
the
know,
thing is
they
I'm
have
like,
that.
yeah.
That's
I'm like
cool.
next year he will be tall enough and then he'll have it all.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous this time going because we don't go with family. You went with family, right?
Yes.
And that's kind of a little helpful sometimes if like
Yeah.
But you only have one kid too.
Well, we've also been without family.
Yeah.
But it is when you have like
You just have one kid,
when you
yeah.
have like because you got 3 now.
Well, because the problem is like Banks can't go on like any of the rides because he's a baby.
Right.
But Bentley and Brooks are still too little to go solo. So like
Yes.
we need to figure out a game plan of how we're gonna do this, and we're gonna have to convert someone to come with us
Yeah.
because there's no way that we'll be able to go on rides because
Not all together.
yeah, no.
Unless they're like pirates you can.
like we'll be able to do like those ones.
Yeah, but not like the big fun ones.
but not even like Dumbo.
Dumbo
Because-
has 32 inches.
And not only that, but like Bentley's not old enough to go by herself. I can't hold Banks
No.
in Dumbo.
No.
Caleb can't sit with both of them in Dumbo.
No.
So it's like the logistics of
And it's
how
like
we're gonna do
who's
that.
gonna wait?
Yeah. And if you wait, like, do we wait in line and then say, okay, this person butts in front of us until they get off, and then we'll get like
So like the rider swap. So like if I were you, me,
Okay,
I'm like this
rider
is just
swap.
my
Okay.
Disney.
I've never
yeah.
used riders. I'm not a
I
Disney
would send
person.
like one person with Bentley, whether you know it's you or
Yeah, yeah.
Caleb, go with Bentley, and then one person hanging back. Wear like the carrier or the stroller, or have a double stroller.
Yeah.
And there's things like depending on how long the line is. Like if it's 5 minutes to wait there, if it's like 30, they do have like parades or like we got a bubble blower. And I was like, play with the
Oh,
bubbles.
the bubble blower. Yeah, we got those last time
Or
too.
they now like if you are in Disney, Toontown has a place they can just crawl around.
That's new because when we went, it
Yeah.
was under construction.
Yes.
So I'm excited.
And
for
it's like
that.
just a whole big playground. So I'm like, you could take him, let him play. And then when you come back, you just like you switch and then you take Brooks. And then he has Bentley and
Gotcha.
oh my gosh, what's your why
Banks.
is my I'm like, why is my
All bees, baby.
Yeah, I was like, why is my
Bentley, Brooks,
brain?
and Banks.
my brain? I did know that.
No,
Banks. He's so cute.
He's literally the best baby, which is the only reason why I'm even tempted to go.
He's precious.
Because I'm like,
all your kids are so precious, by the way.
If I had a bad baby like Disneyland with an 8-month-old, hell no. But he's so chill that I'm like, it'll be fine.
Well, from all your videos, he's just always smiley, happy, sitting, vibing, like happy to be there. And I'm like, he is so perfect.
He's so chill.
Yeah, all your kids are so cute. Thanks. And they all have the cutest personalities, I think.
They're a lot, but they're so cute.
Yeah, no, so I think it'll be okay. It is a lot more. Like, it's harder to like get the family together, but I think it'll be really fun. And your kids are gonna. Have they been?
Oh yeah, we go every year in February.
Dude, that's what I want to do now for like Hudson's birthday. I'm gonna go every year.
We made it a thing because February I think is the most depressing month.
There's nothing going on.
It's like cold, dry, not fun.
No, like nothing. Snowy holiday. It's like can't be spring yet, but it's not.
So we make it a tradition every February. This will be our 3rd year.
Well, and it's less busy.
Yeah, February is the best time to go because no one's really there, and it's like not hot. That's the thing. You cannot do not go in the summer. In the summer.
Nope.
People who go in the summer are like asking to get. Like,
I went one time and we had to have the fans. I was like, what can we do? Can he be in his diaper? Like no. It was not. No.
Where do you stay when you go?
This last time we stayed at the Disneyland Hotel.
Okay, I was looking at that.
Yeah, and
Disneyland or California Adventures?
So Disneyland.
Okay, that's where Maddie stays.
I say this is my hot take on this, and everyone, might have their own opinion, but this is my hot take. Disneyland it's a little bit more expensive than like one that's like a mile or two away.
Yes.
But it's not like $1 million more. The Grand California one, that's
the one I was
very
looking at.
pricey. And you don't get that many more amenities, especially if you're just going for 2 days.
Yeah.
Because the Disneyland Hotel, it's connected to the park. You can like walk right into downtown Disney, which is great for like nap times and stuff.
Yes.
And so like I feel like that convenience of having that is definitely like worth like the little bit more money, but then it also has like the Goofy's kitchen. It has a really fun pool. Yeah. Like it has enough amenities that if you're only going for a couple days, it's worth it.
Okay,
where
I'm
like
do that.
When you're at the park all day, is it really worth like $1,000 room that you're in for like the night?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
Well, and then also the tram. You cannot. Mm-hmm. We did the tram last time because we stayed with friends in Newport.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And so we have our double stroller that we have to take apart.
Yes, it's a lot.
And like when you're getting in there, it's fine. It's annoying, but it's fine. But then at night when they're asleep in that double stroller.
Oh yeah. And then so getting them out is a lot.
They're both dead asleep. Each one of us I was pregnant at the time. I'm carrying Brooks and half of the stroller. Caleb is carrying the other 2/3 of the stroller and Bentley. And the tram lady was the biggest bitch. She was like, move over. And I'm like, this is Disney. Be nice. Like, can you not tell I'm like struggling?
Like, are you supposed to be wishing me a happy birthday or something? No.
What?
No, it's not my birthday.
No, I was like, I will never do a tram experience. That whole with strollers. It's a no.
It's a lot. And so that's why I'm like, if you can, I think Disneyland Hotel's worth it. I don't think California one's worth it. That's just my opinion.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, like it's definitely
because I was looking into that. Yeah, I was like, I don't think.
I mean, it's totally up to you, but I just don't think it's like worth the price.
Okay, so Disneyland. And it was clean, and it was.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah. Like it wasn't like it's definitely a little bit older. They have a new like one that they just. I didn't even know about it till we were there. It's called the Villas. It was a little $10 more at night. Oh. And that one's like really nice. Oops, sorry, hit the mic. That one's like really nice, really like brand new, fun. But we just stayed in like one of the other towers that they've had forever, and it was I loved it. It was great.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend.
You sold me.
I would recommend that.
You sold me.
I'm excited for you.
Thanks. What other trash this week? Personal Trash is brought to you by Spearmint Love. Spearmint Love is an online baby and kids store with everything you could think of between footies, rompers, knit hats, pacifiers, graphic tees, bows, toys, literally every baby essential. It's my go-to website for ordering cute matching outfits though for my kiddos because they have the funnest prints ever. But they also have classic basics like their best-selling organic waffle collection that is so cozy and so functional. They really do have what you want and what you need, honestly. They sent me some matching neutral checkered PJs for my kids, and I was obsessed because checkered is everything. And then they also sent me some golf-themed jammies for Brooks. Like, that is a want and a need. They're so freaking cute. Whatever your style is, they have it. And if you guys are looking to get some cute Valentine's outfits, Christmas outfits, anything holiday themed, Spearmint Love is the place to go. And they are giving Trashers an exclusive discount that I'm only going to offer for podcast listeners. And that is weekly trash for 25% off site-wide. Again, this is only for podcast listeners. I'm not sharing this with anyone else on any other platform. So head on over to spearmintlove.com and browse the over hundreds of brands that they have on site. All different price ranges, and added bonus, they have extremely fast shipping. So again, experimentlove.com, use code weeklytrash for 25% off. And thank you, Spearmint Love, for sponsoring today's episode.
My gosh, what's going on? Oh, it's the week before Christmas. I feel like
Can
we have to
you
talk about that.
believe that?
No, because I can't believe it's next week. And
Like-
also, do you have a million things to do?
I have not done anything. I'm so screwed. I am.
You're gonna be okay.
so
You're
screwed.
gonna be great.
This has come up on me so fast.
Just play like Eye of the Tiger.
It feels like it's December 4th. And then I look and
It
it's like,
does.
oh my gosh, no, like Christmas is on Monday.
Where's the snow?
It's crazy.
Yes.
This is crazy. No.
Yeah, I can't believe it's literally next week. And I feel like this week is like so hectic busy because it's like last
So
minute gifts are like,
crazy.
oh, I forgot to grab that, or all
The
the
wrapping
the
paper.
stockings. It's always the stockings for me.
Hot take, we don't do stockings in this home.
Because it's you
My
Yes.
kids don't care. They don't even know that that's a thing.
no, you open all your presents and you're like, oh, your stocking.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And you just fill it with crap.
Candy. Yeah.
So we have stockings as decoration.
Yes.
But we don't put anything in them. And we probably
I do
won't
get
until
that.
they're a little bit older.
And then they like ask for
And
it.
I can
yeah.
put like, well, back in my day, you would get iTunes gift cards in your stocking.
Yeah, well, the gift cards
Yeah.
you were a must. Otherwise,
Yeah.
how are you going to get the music on your iPod?
Exactly.
Yes.
Where now it's like, do those even exist? iTunes gift
Guess what?
cards?
They actually do. But I don't know what for. I don't know what.
Like, what are people buying? Movies? I guess
movies
could
or
buy
like
a movie.
maybe a game.
But
But if
like-
like you're a gamer, like if you do like the whole like
But
what
even
is it?
those are
Clash
free.
of Clans.
But isn't that free?
Don't you have to buy the coins? Or like, oh, what's the other one? Candy Crush? Don't you have to buy?
I have no
Like
idea.
level
But doesn't
up?
it just like go through your Apple ID? I guess that would be
Yes, but then that would be like the gift
okay,
card.
okay,
Yeah, yeah.
iTunes gift cards were the shit.
Well,
when-
that was the only way. I was like, I need 3 songs.
no, literally,
I got $5.
I can buy the whole Hillary Duff album.
yeah, but when the songs
Sweet.
were $129 and 99 cents, I said, what am I supposed to do now?
No, when they
How do I
upped
pick and
it,
choose?
when they upped it, then you had like an awkward like 35 cents
Yes.
left on your gift card, and you were like,
And also $129. How
"Do I
random.
just throw this away now?"
How do you get $129? Make it $130
Why did they do that?
or even $150.
No, they should have made it 125 because then it would
right.
be like
a
even.
quarter. Yes.
But they did it to F us up.
They said they're gonna have 34 cents less, and they're gonna have to reload the gift card. Yes.
literally,
No.
like keep this gift card for your 34 cents.
Yeah. Well, I remember it was so funny. Speaking of iPods and stuff, I remember one Christmas I really wanted the iPod Nano.
Oh yeah.
Like when that was like the little square one. I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, I need this, and we opened all of our gifts, and Santa did not bring it, and I was, little, and I was very distraught. I was like,
Yeah.
the Christmas spirit, I guess
Yeah.
I was bad or whatever. And
Yeah.
also I was like, well, look in your stocking. Speaking of stockings, there it was.
There
in
was.
the stocking wrapped, and I said, I almost forgot about that baddie over there.
Yeah,
like,
no, literally.
you know what I mean?
The
And so,
stockings.
but she knew. She was
can
like,
be
they're not
good.
gonna think that it's in there because it's candy in there.
Yeah, the stockings are full of candy and iTunes gift cards.
Yeah, so
they gotcha.
yeah,
They tricked
yeah.
you.
They did.
I
I was shocked. I get that though. I do.
But there's so many other things I need to buy. Like I've Amazoned all of my presents for my kids.
That's so smart though.
I
I wish
would.
I did that. I waited too late. I got like the big main.
Okay.
And then I was like, well, we need to like kind of, just get him a couple more things.
Yeah.
And it was too like, like Amazon is like a cutoff day.
yes.
Like it's like it won't make here before Christmas. So I went to Walmart and just grabbed all the things. But I wish I would have Amazoned it.
Yeah. There was one thing I did buy in person. Home Goods is like not Home Goods, TJ Maxx
Oh, I love TJ Maxx.
is like the best place to get kid toys.
Is it okay? That I see that though.
It is so good.
Yes.
TJ Maxx is the best in general.
I do
like,
love TJ
I'm a
Maxx.
Maxxinista.
Yeah.
But I got Brooks a
A Maxxinista.
I'm a Maxxinista.
I'm gonna use that now.
That's
I am.
that's the thing.
Is that
Maxxinista,
really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna use that. I love that.
And I got him this big fire truck that he could drive around the house.
Oh, from TJ Maxx.
$70 for a massive. No, I think it was only $50 actually, because I bought something.
Is it
with
like an
that
electronic one?
that equaled 70. Yeah,
No way.
you charge it, and
Those
it has
are like hundreds of
yes,
dollars.
it had to have been $55 because I got other things and the total was like 75.
Are you kidding
And
me?
it's big.
No way.
And I was like, put that on hold for me. I will be taking that.
As you should. I need to check there.
You need to
well, because that's
check
that's a
TJ
hard thing
Maxx.
too. Sometimes Amazon's prices are actually not as good as
They're
like
not the
as like a
cheapest.
Walmart or like now TJ Maxx
Yeah.
had no idea, and so I was like, well, maybe it'll be best if I just go to Walmart and like pick some things out because it'd be the same thing.
No, TJ Maxx is the
but
best.
I
And
need
it's
to
the
go
best
there.
place to go for like baby gifts because they have like the cutest like play mats that are like
Oh
nice
my
brands that
gosh.
look super nice that you could get at like Baby Cubby.
Well, and that's a really good place to run
for
into.
like, no, it is the best.
Okay, I need to look
Max
there.
and Lisa for life.
I need to look there because I was going to Home Goods.
Home Goods is good too,
Yeah.
but they like stopped doing toys.
Yes, they did, and so that's why. But then I don't even like see what's going on at
Yeah.
TJ Maxx, so it's like I need to go there.
No, yeah, the Draper
love
TJ
that.
Maxx is popping.
Do I need
Pop off? Like,
do I need to
it's
go
good.
there? I
Take
do.
a little trip on the way home.
I do. I usually I go to Home Goods, or then I go to like Nordstrom
Yeah.
Rack, and then I hit TJ Maxx.
Nordstrom Rack has gone downhill for me.
So it did, but they've like revamped it recently. I don't know. I
Really?
walked in there. They had so much like designer stuff. I said,
Okay, actually, that's
what is
true.
happening here?
I went there just actually yesterday to get my
Yes.
dad his Christmas shoes. So I've done like barely any Christmas
Yeah,
shopping.
but just
it's
some.
all happened within the last
like
48
yesterday.
hours. And I went to Nordstrom Rack, and what are those brand of shoes? It starts with a B. They're high heels, and they have like the diamond square on the top. The Bershka. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think I do.
Let me look them up.
Maybe, yeah.
Bershka something heels. Rachel Parcell would wear them.
Oh my gosh.
They're like the fancy schmancy Bershka heels. I feel like I am.
I don't think
butchering this,
I don't.
so-
My brain.
That's not it. That is not even close. Okay, heels with diamond square.
That's how I look. That's how I look it up. You ever try to Google lyrics like that?
I'm like, oh, I was so off in my name. And when
Okay.
they're called the. Oh gosh, I'm gonna butcher this. Are you good at reading? What's that?
The Badgley Mishka. That you were close.
I called it the Bishka.
Unless I said that way wrong. Someone's like, she wasn't close because Courtney wasn't close
but
either.
These shoes, they're like $200+.
Yes.
And they were there, and they were hot pink. They were these exact ones
That's what I'm saying.
for $50.
Yes, and they're good sales.
And I almost bought them, but then I was like, I'm never gonna wear these.
But it's hard because you're like, when's this opportunity ever going to present
no,
itself
literally.
again? Yes. No, I went
that's
there
true.
and they had like Hoka.
Yeah.
And like the good colors too.
Okay.
And like they have, but they didn't used to.
Their shoes have always been pretty good.
Yeah. And then like they just recently started carrying like designer sunglasses.
I saw was it on Instagram or TikTok?
It was on TikTok, and that really gassed me because I walked in there not expecting that.
Yeah.
And they were like really discounted because designer sunglasses are like literally $500. I said,
they're so
what?
expensive.
Why? But then they like discounted them to like a price you'd buy like a normal pair of sunglasses, and I was like, this is genius, like to have these here.
Yeah.
So Nordstrom Rack.
You get the good quality.
Yeah, well, in Nordstrom Rack, they really popped off lately. I said,
Good for Nordstrom Rack.
but they didn't. They went down a little bit, and that's coming from a Nordstrom ex-worker girly.
Yes.
I was a Nordstrom
you
girly.
were a Nordstrom girly.
And so
was I. I'm not as good as you. You made it on the wall.
oh my
You
god,
made it on the wall.
with my short white hair. Oh my gosh.
You were legit at Nordstrom. You were legit.
No,
You
but I
were
loved
top
when you would
sales
come
girl.
shop.
I know.
And I would get a chat with you. I did love that.
No, when I worked there, I was just there for fun. I didn't make
It was a
any
fun
money.
job.
And it was like based off commission.
Yeah.
Or like if you didn't hit commission, you got the hourly, and I never hit the commission.
Yeah.
So it was like $8 an hour. And I'm like,
Well, you want to know what's funny? Is I also never hit commission.
shut up.
No, because I was so worried about making the customer happy. So it was like, if there was some one weird off that took me 3 hours to figure out for a customer, I'm like, I'm going to figure this out for you. And so that's, I think I made it up on the wall, but in that, like, I'm losing sales, but I was like,
Yeah.
that's okay. Cause like, we got to figure this out for you.
Well,
you know?
in the training, they like ingrained it into you that like customer service was everything at Nordstrom.
Yeah. And so I'm like,
now it's not.
no, I'm like,
I'm like,
can I
do you
get
make
some help, please?"
commission?
Yes. I think I wonder if they changed it.
They had to.
I don't know.
Because back in the day, you took 2 steps in there and you were getting offered a dressing room.
Yeah.
Now I'm literally flagging someone down.
Yes.
I'm like,
Yes.
hello.
Is anyone here? Yes.
Is anyone working here? I would like a dressing room.
Yes. It's so different.
I'm like crawling under the stall to
You're
get in.
like, Brooke,
Like, go over the door. Go over the door.
please.
Literally.
No, it's so different, but it was so fun. It was a fun job. I loved that. And
It was fun.
Yeah.
I spent all my money at the Nordstrom Cafe though. That's where I got my lunch
Do you get
every
their
day.
Do you like their tomato soup?
The tomato soup is so good.
That was me.
Their bread pudding,
So good. So bad.
so good. And they
Oh.
got rid of their shrimp risotto,
Did they?
and that was my
Life.
everything.
Why would they get rid
Okay,
of
that
it?
sounds so good right now.
Isn't that hard? But you're like, how do I get it? How do I get a hold? Who do I call?
No, that place is the bomb.com.
No, it was so good. I remember when I worked there, it was so high. Like
Bomb.com. Did I just say that?
As you should.
Oh my gosh.
Is it because you're hanging out with me? No.
Let's stop talking British. That's why people need to
That's how
listen
you
to
get
the
the
last
bomb.com,
episode.
yeah.
It's S. Oh
No,
my gosh.
yeah, the Nordstrom Cafe really, and that was my favorite. I'd eat there every day for lunch, and I'd get the kids meal, and then I'd get the employee discount on the kids meal, and I was like, this
Yes.
is perfect for me.
No, it really is.
Yeah,
good.
so Nordstrom
So
girlies
good.
unite. Well, hawks fly together. They do.
Hawks fly together and we go to Nordstrom.
Yeah,
That's what we do. That's what we do.
yeah. Just the Christmas chaos. I feel like is my personal trash. Just because everyone's gift is a secret this year. I mean, someone knows someone. Like someone knows their gift or whatever. But I
Yeah.
really I really plotted this year for Christmas.
Did you go all out?
I did. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited.
And I'm literally
for
probably
you.
going to block my family like Christmas Eve night and post it because I'm like, no one can tell them within the night to the morning. And if they do, please don't. But I'm excited to do it. So
I've been going back and forth on if I should go all out on my mom for Christmas or for her birthday, because her birthday's January. My birthday's January too, which sucks because people.
What day?
January 3rd.
You're a Capricorn.
I'm a Capricorn,
You are.
obviously.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where like I hate when people do that to me, where they're like, should I get her the big present for her Christmas or for her birthday?
Like, you're like, do both.
You know? But I'm like, I get it, like a budget, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm like, I have this idea for my mom. Okay, I'm putting it out on the universe, so now I'm going to have to do it.
Yeah.
Freak. Okay.
I love it. Say it.
But mom, she's
I
not,
love
she's not
gift
going to listen to this. My mom.
The one. No, I'm just kidding.
My mom literally has always wanted a Louis Vuitton bag. Like, always.
Do it.
And but this is why I want to do it for her birthday, is because I want to blindfold her,
Yes.
drive her to City Creek, and take off the blindfold, and us be at Louis Vuitton and be like,
you have to pick a bag.
and like pick a bag, but like, here's the budget.
Yeah. any bag, but not that one or that one.
The budget is this. Now go pick a bag.
Yeah.
Because like, this is the first time in my life where I have money. I mean, technically it's mine and my husband's, so it's mine as his,
But it's
really
something you can do to give back because your parents have done so
they've
much for you.
me. And like, obviously, like, this is a time where like I have an amount of money that like doesn't have to go to bills and doesn't like, I want to give it.
You want to give it to them. Yeah.
And like, I've never had money for myself. I've always, been a stay-at-home mom, and like my husband was the one who made the money. And so now that I'm like getting money, I'm like, wait, I want to go get my mom a bag.
But the fact that the first person you think of is your mom,
well,
like
obviously.
and so people, it could be you. You'd be like, I want to do it, which is totally great, fine.
Yeah.
But the fact that you think about
I did
your mom,
that too, Courtney.
But you can do both. You can do both. No, but I do love that because it's some people just don't even ever think of that, But I love that you love that because that's
so I'm going back and forth because I'm like, if I do it for Christmas,
don't do it for Christmas.
Yeah, I'll have to just like buy it. And like I won't get to do the whole blindfolder
I feel like
thing.
maybe their inventory, because I feel like if someone's gonna get a gift, it'll be for like Christmas. They might be a little low, and maybe they'll have time to restock it after.
Yes, okay.
And she can really get something she loves. And I think that will make her feel, because she'll already feel special on Christmas with getting her family some of this.
I'll still get her something good. Yeah, but like it's not gonna be Louis Vuitton.
But like the event of it, like Christmas itself is an event. Like being with your family doing that, but like making her birthday an event.
Okay, we decided.
You have to do it.
You all heard it first. That's what I'm doing for my mom.
I can't wait for January 3rd. Oh wait, that's your birthday. What's your mom's birthday?
Hers is January 12th.
January 12th. Everyone, stay tuned.
Watch it not be the 12th. I'm like, now I'm like stressed. I'm like, is
no one will know.
Or the 16th? I don't know.
I'm like, actually, your mom's birthday is the 18th. You didn't know.
Like, I knew that. Actually.
Yeah, no.
Well, no. And then Bentley's birthday is January 2nd.
Oh my gosh.
She's the day before me.
Birthday. That's how we are in December.
Birthday.
Yeah. Goes Hudson, Christmas, Jake. Yeah.
When's Jake's?
The 29th.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're like me. You have to think, okay, we got to do a Christmas surprise.
And it has to be, and it does have to be different. One can be bigger. I think that's always okay.
Yeah, one can be bigger, but they both have to have a meaning, a surprise factor, and like I love you.
And I love when there's like a meaning, and the fact that there's like a thought, like you thought to blindfold you and take you, like that. That's so, you should do that.
Yeah, I'm going to.
I think she will.
It's going to be all the money I've made this year.
Okay,
there you go, Mom. But I just know how much she wants it. And I'm just like.
Well, and also like.
Well, she's a teacher. And unfortunately, teachers don't make enough.
And I love teachers. I ride for teachers because let me tell you, that is a difficult job.
The hardest job.
And they are working hours outside of their hours because they have to, because it's like, when are they going to grade the homework?
And they also have to use their own money to buy supplies for their class.
Because there's not funding. Yeah, no, I agree. She deserves her Louis.
And it's so unfair because like in her line of work, realistically, she'll never be able to afford one.
No, and it's also hard because that is the most like the job that I think needs it the most, because you are literally with like teaching everyone, like all the kids,
You're raising
everything.
the next generation.
Yes, exactly. And that's a huge job.
Yeah.
No, I feel like I've had teachers that have changed my life, and for that I'm like, they deserve the whole world and more.
1,000%.
I didn't know she was a teacher.
Yeah.
What grade?
3rd grade.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I love that.
Shout out Miss
and our parents have done so much for us.
So much.
And it's like we wouldn't be where we are today or who we are without them. And so I love that. You should do that.
I'm going to. It's official. Birthday.
Yes. Can't wait.
Nobody
Everyone.
tell her. Nobody tell her.
No.
Secret. I'll TikTok it.
I'm like, make this.
Don't follow me on TikTok.
I'm like, make this your
my
what's it called?
The clip.
Yeah, make it the clip. You're telling exactly what you're doing.
Exactly what I'm getting for my mom. She doesn't have any social media, so she would have no idea.
Okay, no one tell her. Like if you know Josie's mom, don't tell her.
Don't tell her.
Yeah.
It's a secret.
I can't wait. I love that.
Secret. I'm trying to think of other trash. I've watched all my shows, so I don't have any shows.
Do you watch Real Housewives of Salt Lake?
Obviously.
I'm obsessed with them.
Obviously.
I'm obsessed. And I do say, I love Lisa Barlow so
Oh my gosh.
much.
She
Like, I actually really
kills
like,
me.
I like the show. I like the model. The cast is great. I love her.
My favorites are Lisa and Monica, and they're the polar opposites.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, because they are so different.
Yeah.
I think everyone is needed. Like, I actually love the cast.
They did a really good job.
But I
this
think
season.
what I love about Lisa is, like, did you see her ad with Vivint? I feel like we have to talk about this.
Yes.
I said that's iconic because that is her through and through. Like, the fact that, like, the ring doorbells for her packages. I was like, girl, I love this. Or like the McDonald's fries in it, like so on brand. I loved it.
It was Wendy's.
Oh, was it Wendy's? It was, but fast food. Yes, yeah. Because she's a Wendy's girl.
Yeah, she's a Wendy's girly. Well, and she made a comment in this last episode, which made me love her even more, because I love people that can like take a joke and like
run with it.
Like people who make fun of them, like turn it into a joke.
It's like, I'll make fun of myself
Where
too.
like they were like pumping balloons and Heather was like, oh, you know how to pump balloons? And she was like, yeah, that's how I get my jazz tickets.
Oh, because that was a thing on the show
in the last season.
Yes.
Like, I love that she
when
did
she
that.
crack a joke about her ring missing too?
Yes, like I just love when they could like not take themselves so seriously and like make a joke out of it, because I feel like a lot of those women in the franchise, not just Salt Lake City, but
just
like
overall,
general, they take themselves
very
so
personally.
seriously.
Yeah.
And it's like, have a little fun with it.
Yeah, no, I love that. I do love the cast, and I recently got into it, and now I'm hooked. And it's so hard because it's like
so
I'm
good.
waiting for the next week.
It's so good. Well, and I think it's fun when it's in your own city.
Yes, because it's like, oh,
It's
I
like,
know
that
place.
place.
It's like, oh, they're from Park City. Oh, they're doing this.
I know exactly where they are, what they're doing.
I do. I love that show.
love it.
But all my shows are done too. What did you watch last?
The last thing I watched was, oh freak, what's it called? Oh no, I'm having a brain fart. What did I watch last? Well, because the last things I watched lately were movies, because all my shows were gone.
Yeah.
Honestly, Real Housewives is like my go-to.
It's my go-to lately. I've really been hooked on that.
There hasn't been a good binging show lately. I think the last show that I like binged was The Summer I Turned Pretty.
Well, there was that writer's strike.
Yeah.
Is it still going or is it done?
No, it's done.
That's what I thought. But it postponed a lot.
So I really haven't watched any
Okay,
shows.
are you team Connie Baby or are you team Jeremiah? Have you read the books?
Baby. I haven't read.
Oh, right.
I don't read.
Yeah. We
talked about this before.
I haven't read the books either, but
Connie Baby
through and through. Like, sorry, Jeremiah.
Jeremiah is like a sweetheart and amazing, and like
is,
so
also who goes
cute.
for their brother's girl, you know?
No, it's weird.
Yeah, I'm like, let him live.
Well, and he's almost like a little too pretty for me. Like,
he's gorgeous.
Like if my boyfriend was that gorgeous, where like he was prettier than me, I don't know if I'd be okay with that.
I had to look into his eyes and just be like, can those be my eyes?
Like,
yeah, no, he's gorgeous.
You're gorgeous.
Yeah,
His hair, his golden skin,
stunning.
His eyes.
Yeah, it's
stunning.
Well, she's gorgeous.
Oh, she's gorgeous too. But I was like,
I want to be her. She's so
she's
stunning.
a good actress. The first episode of first season, I'm like, what is this crap?
Yeah. It is a little cheesy.
And then the more I watched it, I was like, okay, they're good.
Yeah, and when the first season, I didn't like the best friend.
Oh yeah.
And like, talk about a character comeback. I said, I love you. I would ride for you. Yeah.
That character development.
Yes.
Like, it was like, wow, I love this person.
Yeah.
I love their relationship.
I'm like, can I have you as a best friend? Like you're amazing.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was like the last show I binged.
It was good. And the soundtrack's good.
Anything Taylor Swift is good. Which that kind of brings us to pop
Yeah,
culture
let's
trash.
do it.
Let's do pop culture trash.
Pop Culture Trash is brought to you by Hello Seconds. Hello Seconds is a high-end thrift store located in Linden, Utah, that offers a unique shopping experience for everyone. With a wide range of clothes, home decor, and accessories, Hello Seconds is the perfect place to find hidden gems at affordable prices. You can find brands like Free People, Lululemon, Nike, Anthropologie, Caxi, Urban Outfitters, just to name a few. Visitors to Hello Seconds will be greeted with a clean and inviting store. The space is meticulously organized, making it easy for shoppers to browse and find what they're looking for. The friendly and knowledgeable staff is always available to provide personalized assistance, whether it's helping customers find the perfect outfit or offering styling advice. One of the standout features of Hello Seconds is the affordable booth rental option. Sellers can rent a booth for $20 a week and receive assistance from the staff in promoting and selling their items, while also they get 70% of their sales. At Hello Seconds, the focus is on embracing personal style without breaking the bank. Bougie on a budget. The store believes that fashion shouldn't have a high price tag, and they strive to provide customers with fashionable options at affordable prices. With a constantly changing inventory, there is always something new to discover at Hello Seconds. So join the community of fashion-forward individuals who appreciate the thrill of finding amazing deals at Hello Seconds. Owner Tori says it herself, "I have the hardest time leaving this store without something in my hand. I have found pieces I've purchased at full price for less than what I've paid for. This is the perfect way to make a little extra money by having a booth and a perfect way to save money by shopping here. Bougie defined is luxurious in lifestyle, yet humble in character. And that is what we stand for at Hello Seconds. From our incredible team to our interactions with anyone who walks in our store, the feel at Hello Seconds is different from any other store, and we pride ourselves in that. So everybody, head on over to hello.seconds on Instagram and take a look at all that they have to offer and get more information on how you can set up your own booth and make some money. Taylor Swift had her birthday.
I know. Where was our invite?
She rang her 34th birthday in New York City, and it was Travis Kelce like planned it and hosted it. But he couldn't be there because of football practice.
What a king.
But what a king.
Oh my gosh.
Let me, all expenses paid. It's not like Taylor needs the help, but he's like, no, baby.
But it's a thought. It's like, always the thought. I got this. You know, because he could have been like, well, you could do it. But he thought like, I need to do this for her. No. And that we stand
And I'm not even going to be there.
And we stand that 100%.
Oh, I freaking love him.
I love that.
So Taylor Swift hit the Big Apple in a big way with her A-list friends to celebrate her 34th birthday Wednesday night, but her boyfriend Travis Kelce couldn't be by her side. But she had Blake Lively there, and Blake Lively.
Can I just say that's a dynamic duo that I just want to say in a
when I see them, they hold hands. Like they are like bestie
Do you see
girls.
them in the box seat like laughing?
Like
and I said, could I join
besties.
you, please?
There was Gigi Hadid, Miles Teller. I mean, the whole shebang. Everybody was there. There was Sabrina Carpenter.
It's the ultimate like girl gang.
I would have loved to have been at that party.
Like, I just want to chat with them. I'm just like, I
just want to show them that I'm not a fangirl.
Can we dumpster deep dive together?
Cool. Like, I'm cool.
Yeah, like please. Like I just want to get to know you like on another level.
Yeah, like I want to be your friend.
Yes.
Like, truly.
Yeah, not a fan, but like
we don't need to take a picture.
No one needs to know.
Like I just want to be your
Except
homie.
that I would tell absolutely everybody.
Except I would literally
come
go
with
home
me to meet
crying.
Taylor Swift. Yes, no.
No, truly.
Yeah, it's but I love it. Like I love when I see them all together, especially I don't know why, but when Taylor and Blake get together, Blake first name basis.
Obviously when Taylor and Blake.
Yeah, I'm so embarrassed. Taylor and Blake
and Ryan too. When Ryan there too.
So I always like, I don't know if you do this, but when I talk about celebrities, for some reason I say the first name. Like, like we're besties. And I did that one time with Miley Cyrus and Liam Hemsworth. I was talking to my friend. I was like, so, like, it just like breaks my heart, like Miley and Liam. And she's like, who are you talking about? Like, those are none of our friends. I was like, oh, Miley Cyrus. That's where she's like,
you don't know?
She's like, girl, we don't know them. Like,
but we do.
Yes. I was like, but we watch them grow up together.
Like, we know them better than they know themselves.
So I got to watch that. But no, when Taylor and Blake Lively get together, I can't.
No, they're a dynamic duo that needs... Honestly,
100%.
I want to see them on like a cover of a magazine together. Like do a photo shoot.
They should have done like because Taylor's got was a woman of the
with the cat.
Can you imagine both? That was amazing.
That's good.
That was amazing.
No, but like Blake is so iconic and just like an amazing actress, but also her style, her fashion. Like she is very popular and like well known in the fashion world.
Yes. Well, have you ever seen her like Vogue video where she goes back and she looks at all of her outfits of the year and like rates them and talks about them? So this is when I really like, I've always loved Blake Lively, but this is when I really fell in love with her because she's been a style icon for years, like since like forever.
Gossip Girl is kind of what started it.
But then me being me, it's like back in the day when we wore what was trending then. Now I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I wore that, you know?
Yeah.
But in reality, like in the moment, it was so iconic. It was amazing. It was what it is.
Yeah.
But I always look at it as like, I'm embarrassed, you know? Yeah. When she's rating them, she's wearing the most like, early 2000s thing. And she's like, oh, I love this look. I'll never forget this. This was so gorgeous. And like all this, like, and just complimenting it. And she was so confident in every single stage of her life. And I said, I want to be like that. Like I love, and just the fact like she did. And I was like, as she should, because she was, because then we were still being like, what is she wearing? What is she doing? Yeah. And now we're still doing the same thing. And I was just like, anyway, that made me fall in love with her because I said, she is a confident queen. And
we love confident queens.
But she's still so humble.
And I love her relationship with Ryan.
Oh my God.
Talk about people who don't take themselves seriously.
No.
Like that's my favorite thing. Like the way that they can make fun of each other.
And like the posts.
Like the banter. Those kind of people are my favorite people. Like if you take yourself too seriously and you can't take a joke and you can't be funny with each other, like, we will vibe.
And I love that. I love that. And I love that they even share it with us sometimes. Like, because they're actually pretty private.
They're very private.
But then when they do, when he does like those birthday posts and he's like cropping himself in or whatever, I'm like, oh, I love this so much.
No, I love them. I love them so much.
Yeah.
Speaking of other people I love, Matthew Perry, Friends. Yeah. Were you a Friends girly?
I was. I am. I actually love it. If it's ever on, I still watch it.
So he passed away, obviously. Everyone knows that.
Sad.
But it came out that it was from acute effects of ketamine.
Yeah.
which it was really confusing because the article says that he had been doing ketamine for his addiction. Like it was being administered by a doctor, but the levels of ketamine that were in his system were of enough to like sedate you, like if you were getting surgery, and it wouldn't have been from his therapy sessions because that was 6 days ago and it gets out of your system within a couple of hours.
Yeah.
So it's really sad because that means he was using it recreationally,
Right.
which just like breaks everybody's heart because obviously addiction
Yeah.
was huge for him. But I think it opens up like a bigger question about ketamine.
Yeah.
Because
Like, is it
everyone is
yeah.
on ketamine. Everyone uses ketamine.
so many people?
And like Demi came on the podcast. She had an amazing experience about on ketamine.
Yeah.
And I think
And I know people too.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like changing people's lives.
Yeah.
But I think maybe this will show people it's maybe being used a little too
It definitely needs to be regulated
casually.
more.
Like
yeah.
I think a lot of people think, oh, I have depression. Let me go use ketamine. And it's like,
Do the steps.
let's do the
Yeah,
steps first.
yeah.
Because I mean, I had someone reach out to sponsor the podcast. They do they have a ketamine center. And I think the work that they do is absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
changing
yeah.
so many
For
people's lives.
sure.
But when they asked me if I wanted to do it, I was like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm not in a place in my life where I feel like I need ketamine.
Right.
Like I look at ketamine as like a big deal. Like
Oh, I agree.
a big
I
deal.
agree.
And I don't think a lot of people do. And I'm like, no, this is a big deal. Like ketamine it's a drug.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
take it seriously.
yeah.
And so I just responded. I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, thanks for asking. But like, I'm not in a place in my life right now where I feel like I need it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I don't just want to take it to like have a trip and
yeah.
like,
Or like just take it just to say,
just
I
to-
did it.
or to
Or
take it to
whatever.
see if it
Yeah,
helps with
yeah,
something. Like,
no.
unless I'm desperate,
Yeah.
I don't think I would go straight
so
to
the
ketamine.
people that I've known that have done it, it's like they did every step. Like they,
Yeah,
you know,
it's their
they were,
last
yeah,
resort.
like they were going like through anxiety and depression. Like they tried every anxiety, or like
Yep.
as many as they could.
Yep.
And same thing with their depression, it just was not getting
Yeah.
better. And then they were recommended that. And I feel like that's, I think that's good because it's a drug,
Yeah.
and it can obviously cause really horrible
and
side effects
especially
and things.
if you are I know they use it with drug addicts to help them like not be drug addicts, but at the
Right.
same time it is a drug. So
Right,
like
yeah.
it is going to give them somewhat of the trip. And like again, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a ketamine
Yeah,
specialist. So like
no, same.
if I sound totally dumb, sorry, but just from like articles and like personal experience
Yeah.
from other people who I've talked to on and off the podcast about it, like it's very serious. Like, and there's just something called a
Yeah.
K-hole where if you have a bad trip, you go into like a really bad, scary place and it can be really scary and like bad for you.
Oh my
And
gosh.
multiple people, when I posted on Instagram asking like, what are your thoughts on ketamine?
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people are like, it can be really helpful, but it can also be
Yeah.
really detrimental. And like, you can go down a K-hole and it's
Yeah.
terrifying. So
I think that like about a lot of things is I'm like, if it's done right, regulated right, and for the right purpose and for the right person,
Yeah.
I think it's great.
yeah.
I think whenever it becomes too like loosely used or to this, then it gets
Yeah.
scarier.
Well, I feel like now it's kind of trendy too.
Yeah,
Like
and
everyone's kind of
yeah.
talking about it, which is
Yeah.
interesting that like this is an effect of I mean, it says that he died from acute effects of ketamine, but there was also, where is it? It starts with a B.
something else.
There was something else in a system that they give to addicts to like help them not have.
So do
like,
you think maybe he was going through like a withdrawal or like something like that, and then like
Something. I
maybe he
don't
tried to like
know.
give himself help with these drugs that are used
Maybe.
for that, and then it just went.
and he just did it wrong.
Yeah,
But that's the thing, like to do ketamine like on your own, like
'Cause it's
you're-
an IV,
it's
right?
an IV.
Yeah.
Like that's like heroin. Like
yeah,
look at what heroin
yeah.
users do.
Like
They,
it's a needle. Yeah,
that's scary. Like, and I feel like if you're an addict and like you do something that's similar to like a drug that you did before, like
Right.
that would be really triggering. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I know.
I don't know what happened, but it just like it
It's
makes
so
me sad. But I
sad.
do think maybe this was good for society to kind of look at ketamine as a whole
And like say,
and
what do we need to
decide,
do? Yeah,
like how seriously we're
Yeah.
taking this, because it shouldn't just be so casual as like,
No.
oh, you know what, I'm kind of depressed lately, I should try ketamine, you know, like
yeah, no, it definitely needs to be. I definitely think there
I mean, it
should be
needs
a
to be
little bit
taken
more
more
like
seriously,
serious
but
and
so
regulated.
sad. So
That's
sad,
so
so
sad,
sad.
especially because it's like if that were the case, like if he was trying to like give himself help,
Yeah.
that's really sad because
Yeah.
he
Well,
was or whatever was going on.
I don't read obviously, but like I kind of want to listen to his book
You should.
because he talks a lot about his addiction and all the things that like led
Yeah.
up to it and after. And there's a quote in his book saying like when he dies, he hopes that he's known for like what he's done to help addicts and not just Friends.
Yeah.
And I think that's huge because Friends is like the biggest thing ever. And for him to not want to be remembered by that and by like helping addicts.
I do love that. I do love that. That's the thing is like, it's always like, what do you like, what do you want to leave here?
Yeah.
You know?
Like, what's the most important thing to you?
Yeah.
What do you want to be known for, Courtney Cahoon?
It's so funny. This is actually a big part of like my, like why I do what I do.
Yeah.
Or like I'm a deep thinker. So I'm always thinking like, I always think that I'm like, if, you know, everything were to be gone tomorrow, or if I were to be gone tomorrow, like, what do I want to be known for? And I know I do like hauls and beauty products and beauty reviews, but I always say like, I hope that it's for something different. Like, I hope it's like either the vibe that they felt on my page or like that they felt loved by me, or that, you know, like giving back, or, you know, like that's what I would like, that's my goal, is to have those memories. Like, it's like she did those and had fun, but like, I remember her for this. And so that's always kind of why I'm always like, I want to do that, because then I think that hopefully it will, you know, we'll grow and we'll all do it together, because it's the only way
we'll
to
inspire people.
Yeah, well, we can all inspire. I feel like we can all inspire each other, you know?
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's the best thing.
They always say like influencers, it's like you don't have to have a lot of followers to be an influencer and have influence. Like,
no.
Everyone has influence on people.
And the way you treat other people is influence. Yeah, 100%.
Like, so be a good influence.
Yeah. So that's, you know, just be kind.
Love it.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to do Trasher's Trash with me.
Trasher's Trash is brought to you by Bucked Up. Are you ready to supercharge your fitness journey? Because at Bucked Up, they are on a mission to help you reach new heights in your health and fitness goals. Their commitment to excellence and integrity drives them to deliver top-notch supplements and fitness products that are formulated with the highest quality ingredients, backed by the latest scientific research, innovative and effective for peak performance, that'll energize and boost you for your workouts, and they taste delicious. I've been using it for over 7 years. It's my favorite pre-workout. It tastes amazing. It gives me the best energy to have the solid workout that I need. And added bonus, it makes me regular. You know what I mean? With Bucked Up, you're not just getting a product, you're joining a community that is dedicated to your success. They are here to inspire and support you on your journey for a healthier, happier, more active lifestyle. Use code WEEKLYTRASH20 at checkout for an exclusive 20% off your order at buckedup.com.
I was like, we could do Trash Topic Can, but you've already done Trash Topic Can.
I have.
So I want to do Trasher's Trash.
Trash?
So people submitted their trash.
Oh, yes.
And we're going to read it and we're going to talk about it.
Oh my gosh, I was so excited about this. Yes.
Okay. So here we go. Oh, where do we start? Where do we start? Okay, this one freaked me out. My sister-in-law told me the reason why her 2-year-old daughter doesn't like me is because I have an evil spirit around me. I'm a dance teacher around little kids all day, every day. What do I do?
Oh,
if a kid told me that there is this evil spirit around me,
I wouldn't know how to take it. Because I don't know. I feel like, you know, I do think this. I'm like, little kids,
they see things.
They do.
The veil is thin. They see stuff. No. Freaks me out. And then I was like, dance teacher, are you my kid's dance teacher? Like
was this my child? No. But then that's hard too, because I'm also like,
could they just be making it up?
Well, because like, so like, for example, like with like I have a nephew that also watched Night Before Christmas, and they talk about like the whole like you know, like off with their head or whatever like thing. And he was saying like, I don't want that to happen to me, like just randomly. And they couldn't figure out what he was talking about. Like, why are you saying that? Like, what's going on? And it was just from Nightmare Before Christmas. So I'm like, is this like really going on, or is this like a show that you know, or like a bad dream that they had or something, you know?
No, freaks me out. Maybe just say a prayer, like get like some holy water.
Maybe just say like, oh, did you have a bad dream that happened?
Yeah. Like, please tell me that's not real.
And then if they say no, then
or be like, draw me a picture.
Oh no!
And it's like the freaking hair over the face, like
in the movies.
Ringer.
That is like in the movies.
Yeah,
you should see the picture thing. Honestly,
do it. See what she draws.
Yeah.
Then you'll know for sure. She draws like Blippi.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah. Like maybe it's like a fuzzy nice monster.
Like it's not real.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, this one's interesting. My mom cheated on my dad with a woman in our ward.
No way.
So if those who don't know, a ward is like your church is, how would you describe it? Like
branch.
In your church,
there's
multiple. Yeah, I'm like, how do I describe it?
I don't know how much like it's so different.
Yeah, so like in a church, you have different times. Like there's 1 o'clock, there's 2 o'clock, there's 3 o'clock, and your ward goes at 1 o'clock. her ward goes at 2:00.
Yeah.
Does that describe
It's
it
like
well?
the people you go.
Yeah. It's the group that
people.
It's where all you live.
Yeah. It's kind of like schools, like school boundaries.
Yeah, school
it's
boundaries.
Like a school boundary. It's like your boundary, your ward boundary.
That's good. That's good.
Yes.
That was way better than what
I was not picking. I was like, I don't know how to describe this either. But yes,
but
that's wild.
That's crazy. Does your dad know? Did you find out? Like, I want more details. Like,
how did everyone find out?
What's going on?
Did she like come forward or?
Yeah,
you know,
and like obviously if they're in the ward, like they're Mormon, and like that adds a whole new aspect to it. So I want more details.
Yeah.
Like, give us more details. Okay, this one is creepy. My father-in-law asked if I wanted a massage. Weird. When I told him I don't like being touched, he said, "But you like having sex, right?" I'm sorry, not appropriate. Can you imagine if your father-in-law said that to you? I would immediately like get the like,
because it's hard, because it's like, even if that's a joke, that's still so inappropriate. So
inappropriate.
Like, even if you're like, oh, they're just joking, it's like, okay, but like, why with me?
But that made me uncomfortable.
Yeah, like, don't.
I hope you called him out. I hope you said,
I would definitely, for sure. I would definitely be like, oh, like, that made me feel a little uncomfortable. Haha.
Courtney's sweet little love. I'm like, no, Dick, that was not cool.
But I would, the thing is like, I definitely do like say things, but I'm like, always try to like, you know, do it in the way that's like, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but like, I'm definitely okay with being like, that made me feel uncomfortable. That hurt my feelings. Like, just letting them know how it made me feel. Yeah. I think if that ever happens again, I would definitely.
Or even like tell your husband and, be like,
and maybe
your
have
dad
him
said this.
Yeah, say something.
Like, ew.
Yeah, and just be like, maybe like, let's not do that. Jokes or whatever, you know.
Yeah. My grandma bought me a house right before she died, and I have $600,000 net worth at 27 years old. But I don't know if I tell my boyfriend before or after I get the ring. I think it's a red flag that you think you can't tell him.
I think you should be able to tell him, or like just be like, it shouldn't matter.
Like, the fact that you're even skeptical about that, maybe he's not a good guy. Like, maybe like, why?
I don't want to like tell. Yeah, like, I don't want to be like, oh, like, you know, maybe like look into that, but maybe I would look into those feelings of why you feel like you couldn't tell him before. Yeah, because I think he, you know, it should be like he loves me.
He loves you whether or not you have.
Yeah, whether you have negative 600K or positive 600K. Yeah, you know, I'd maybe.
And if you feel like telling him after or before a ring is gonna change things, maybe look into that.
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
Okay. This one's interesting. I want your take on it too, because I feel like I know people who are in this situation. My ex is an influencer and lies about his past and present, but also lies about me in the past 10 years. I'm so over him and his wife. It bugs me every time I see them on social media. First of all, your ex-boyfriend's an influencer? Ick. Why is he an influencer?
Oh yeah, you have that whole thing, huh? Don't you?
Like,
I remember you did the whole thing.
I'm like, why do men become influencers?
Yeah, I remember you posted on your stories.
Unless you're Jason, the modern dad, I don't want to see your
See, I feel like for me more, it's so, and maybe it's just because I'm the way that I am, but I feel like there's definitely a way to tell your story and respect the boundaries of other people.
Yes.
And I think that that's just the opposite of what that is. It's like they're just trying to grow and get any attention grab or this or views or that, whatever it is. And in reality, it's like, well, you know, at the end of the day, influencer or not, like, we're all people. That's a person. That's a life. And so maybe just respect their boundaries and allow them to live their life, and just you live yours
without having to,
and still go do your influencer thing. Yeah. Or, you know, or don't tell their story for them. Let them tell it. And you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe it's like, for me, I'm like, it's a boundary thing. For sure. Like, you got to respect
that. Would be hard though, to like see an ex that you know everything about and like them just lying and then bashing you. Are
you a believer in karma though?
The biggest.
I am as well. And also the thing I do love about TikTok specifically, because I at least for me, what I've seen is they will figure it out. Oh, they will catch on. They will find the truth. And whether it takes them a month, whether it takes them 3 years, they'll figure it out. So if you're not telling the truth, they will let you know.
They will.
And so I think that it's just a matter of time.
Oh, I totally
And just
agree.
Keep living your life. Whoever this is, just keep living your life, because karma will happen, and whatever's meant, you know, like, it will happen. They'll figure it out. They'll figure it out. The math won't be mathin', because that's the thing. If you can sleep at night because you know the truth, you're like, well, whatever comes out, that is what happened, you know? But I find when people are not telling the truth, they can't sleep at night as well, because they
know that it could come out.
Yeah, and then what am I going to do to cover that and then cover that? And so I think you just keep doing you.
Keep doing you.
But that would be very hard. And I'm very
you.
sorry.
Yeah, that would suck. But you're in the right. So
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah.
You're good. Okay, this is one that I kind of want to talk about because I feel like it's a good conversation. I've been on Ozempic for 6 months and I've only lost 20 pounds, which sounds good, but I need to lose at least 30 more. And I've increased my dose and count macros. And I'm so frustrated. I don't think I'll get married until I lose weight and I'm losing confidence. Now, as somebody who's on tirzepatide, I feel like this is the problem with tirzepatide and Ozempic is when you're taking it to get married or to gain confidence, you need to find that within yourself.
Yeah.
Before anything.
I agree. Me and my mom have had this conversation. Because I'm not against it.
Yeah.
Or
I'm like, literally on it.
Yeah. I'm not, or whatever. But I do say, I think sometimes people think that, you know, if they lose the weight or look the way they want to, then that will fix everything.
Yeah.
And it won't. Yeah. And so it's like, I want you to be happy being you and not that you're not happy, but like just, you know, be confident. Yeah, be confident and just know like no matter what I look like on this day or do that, like I'm okay with that. And then if, you know, there is that benefit, like, or that, not benefit, that bonus of whatever you were wanting to have done on top of that, then maybe it will, maybe, you know what I mean? But just like be happy either.
No, because that makes me sad that like in your head, you think you have to lose a certain amount of weight to get married or, you know, like you're so much more than your weight.
100%.
And I think tirzepatide and Ozempic is changing people's lives in a great way.
I agree.
I really do.
I do too.
But I think this is also a negative side of it where it just becomes all about numbers and you're trying to find satisfaction in that. But like you're so much more than that.
Yeah. And you deserve to feel that way as well. Like I think it's so good when it's like, it just got to be regulated. Like you just, you know, like I was talking to some of my friends cause I have a lot of friends on it. And my one friend that's on it, she was talking about it and she's loved it. Yeah. And it's completely changed her confidence from like all of the things. And I love that. But she was the one that she was like, I just wish that maybe like doctors required like a little check-in on like a mental well-being. Just like, how are you doing emotionally on this? Yeah. Because we want to make sure you're not, you know, attached to the number because, you know, you're great as you know? And so I agree. I think that I wish that was a little bit more regulated there. Yeah. And just like making sure like, hey, like make sure that they're mentally okay. Cause losing a lot of weight drastically can be great, but it can also like really just mess with anyone at all. Yeah. You know? And so I'm like,
and the fear of what if I gain it back?
Yeah, exactly. And so I'm like, we need to check in and just make sure like, you know, you're great no matter what. Right. And if this makes you happy, do it, but you know, you're great no matter what. And just, you know, so.
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah. Agreed. This was really funny. My 3-year-old decided, we're talking about potty training. My 3-year-old decided she finally wants to use the potty. So when it came time and she needed to poop, she sat on the toilet, but she missed the toilet and poop got everywhere. After she smelt it, she immediately started puking. So after she was covered in poop and puked. Any advice is greatly appreciated.
Man, you're asking.
That is a bad day.
You're asking the wrong two people right now. And that is a bad day.
But I will say maybe if like she wouldn't have missed the toilet, she probably wouldn't have thrown up. No. Because it would have been fine. But if she poops in the toilet and smells it and still throws up, that is a problem. Because then she just doesn't like the smell of poop. And you need to get some pooperoo.
Maybe get the poopery.
Yeah, the poopery.
And maybe like let her do it. And be like, if you spray this, yes. And then she'll like want to do it. That's a good idea.
I think, get some poopery.
Yeah, see how
that, make it a game. Make sure she gets it in the toilet.
Yes.
And
that's so hard. They're so little. And like you get those little toilet seats you put on it or whatever, but like,
well, we have like a miniature toilet, like with little tiny ones, but I hate it because I have to clean it. And it's like, I don't want to clean this nasty little toilet. No. I just want to clean one toilet.
100%.
So I get some poopery, see how that goes.
Do you get one and like put it in your car?
No, I've never gone that hard. Bentley figured it out decently quick. Like I don't feel like we had any accidents. I never had to take it in the car ever. Right. But Brooks, I feel like might be one where I'm going to have to. And I really don't want to. It's hard because it's like I wouldn't, but it's like it would be probably like so much more. Well, also, yeah, I don't know. It's like I'm sitting here thinking all the things I'm like, and actually potty training is just the worst. It's a lot. It's fine. Yeah. It's fine. Okay, this one. We recently discovered my father-in-law follows nasty porno profiles on all his social media sites. Yes, he's on TikTok, Snapchat, and Instagram. He's 64, married, One chick commented on his post and said, DM me, to which he commented back his phone number and said, call me.
Oh no.
I hope that somebody's like telling him,
you know
what are you doing?
What's so wild is I feel like I hear this a lot, especially with like that older generation.
Yeah.
And only because I feel like they weren't obviously born into social media. They don't know how it works. And I don't know if they know, like, we can see.
Like, we see that you're basically cheating.
We see the DMs. We see the, you know, like, and
we see
know,
the likes.
Yeah. And, you know, and they can pull the whole, like, I was hacked. But it's like,
were you?
On everyone? You know, like,
I think just the fact that he follows them, like,
yeah,
have your husband or whoever is the father, the child, be like, Dad, you're gross. Like,
I
what
think
are
it
you
does
doing?
need to be like a child.
That needs to be a
Yeah.
conversation that he needs to have with him.
Yeah.
Because, and like the poor wife, like, is she aware? Like, that's,
But that's what, okay, here's my, that's what I'm like, but do you think she, like, what
Or
would she
they-
do?
like, I wonder if they would take it as seriously, because maybe that generation just thinks the internet's like fake and it's like, oh, he's just goofing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm
He's
like,
just-
it's so different. Like,
But it's like, no, that's not okay.
no.
That's not okay.
And it's so wild. And then it is hard when it's like your father-in-law or like, you know, like an in-law. Cause it's like, I'm not
Do
going
I
to
step in?
Yeah.
Do
Like,
it, like,
yeah, no.
do you ever get creepy men in your DMs?
I actually, well, not really, but like, you know, those like random ones. It's like, looking
Let me
for
be
a
your
sugar baby.
Oh my gosh. I get like,
But like, I
12
feel
a day.
like, you know, like those are going everywhere. And so I'm like,
But they're not real. So like, what's the point?
no, like I have like my, I wouldn't be surprised like if even like my mom has it, but like even if she has like they go,
Yeah,
you
like
know,
they're a scam.
Yeah,
but like
they're for
how
sure.
how are they scamming people though? Is what I want to understand, because like I've messaged them back to see what happens, and I'm like, yeah, for
No.
sure.
did they make you like fill out a link?
No, and I'll be like, yeah, Venmo me, and they'll be like, oh, it doesn't work like that, and I'm like, oh, bummer. And then the guy was like, what do you mean bummer? And I'm like,
Stop it.
And I was like, well, Venmo me first, and then I'll know it's for real. And he was like, well, first you need to give me your phone number, and that's when I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
But I'm like, how do they then become like a scammer? Because each message is the exact same. It's a different profile, but it's the exact same message.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Maybe different amounts of money, but like
Yeah.
the exact same message.
Well, that's what I feel like they really target, like either like the older generation or the younger generation, like when like they're really low, because they don't understand how it works.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, like money or this or
Yeah.
I need this, and that's when I think, because I'm like, if not, like I feel like the millennial Gen Z, like we grew up in it, and so we're just always like, if anything, I'm always like, it could be a real person. I'm like, is this a scam? You know,
no,
like
every time I get an email, I'm like, oh, this is
yeah, there's like a
scam.
blue check mark. I'm like, is this a scam? You know what I
Is
mean?
this real?
Yes.
Is
And
this
yeah.
real? We're so hesitant
Yes,
to believe. We're
100.
like, we're not falling for this.
No. And
We're
so
not
that's why I'm
falling
like,
for
I feel
this.
like that's where that goes. But yeah, I don't really get a ton of that. Do you?
Have you
get-
ever gotten a dick pic?
No.
That's awesome.
No.
Good for you.
At least I mean,
You don't open if you have blurred images?
no. And obviously if it's like some man, I'm like, I'm not even gonna
Block.
open. Yeah,
Yeah,
like just
yeah,
delete,
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, no.
But no, I have like, no.
I got one.
Recently?
No, I it was a while ago. Who was on the podcast and I talked about it? I can't
I think
remember.
I've heard
Was
this
it
story.
Jory? I think it was Jory.
I think I heard this story.
Yeah, I got a dick pic sent to me and I was like,
Were you
What?
married? I can't
what?
remember.
No, this was literally 6 months ago.
Were you like, Caleb?
I was scarred. I immediately blocked it, deleted it, and then I just like showed him the profile of the guy.
Yeah.
And it was like one of those guys that looks like Santa Claus.
You know what's so wild is the confidence.
Right?
Because I even like have a hard time
Right?
and like you know, like with like my husband.
Yeah.
And like, you know, like let alone like
and like an ugly little
and just
dick.
to the universe.
Like,
To anyone, to you.
you get one. You get
Yeah.
one. You get one.
Like the confidence is confidencing, and we don't want that unsolicited, you know. But
why?
Yeah.
Why are they the way they are?
I don't know. Like I don't
It's
know.
gross.
Yeah, I've never gotten that. No,
It's so gross. Well,
at least that
that's
I know
good.
of. At least that I know.
That's good. Well, hopefully it stays that way.
I hope.
'cause
I
you
hope.
get some weirdos. Well, that's all we'll read for trash. There's literally so many. We could
I
read them for
bet.
days, but I know you have a life.
That's
You're
so
a busy
fun.
woman.
No, that's
No,
fun.
trash is my favorite because
Yeah.
you never know what you're gonna get.
Well, that's so fun.
And sometimes they're like emotional. And like
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I don't want it to be emotional today, so we.
As
are
I've
gonna
cried.
I'm like
as I've cried
I'm
27 times.
There
as
were
a tissue
a
on my
couple
lap.
depressing ones, but Courtney's been through a lot today, so we're
Like,
gonna
but
we're
Courtney
gonna
needs
stop
to,
on a
you know,
good
get in
on
check.
a good mark.
Yeah, no.
But Courtney, I love you, and I'm so happy you came.
I am so happy you asked me. When you said, do you want to come back? I said, oh my gosh, the fact that you'd even think like.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, it means the world.
No, you were one of my favorite episodes,
And I'm so proud. It's so fun because I feel like you started when I kind of started. Like
Yeah.
I've watched you grow.
I watched you grow.
Like, can we just give Josie a shout out here?
No.
She's at almost a million downloads.
I know, but like
in like what, a little over a year. That is insane.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, podcasting is a whole other whirlwind. And that is insane. And I'm like, hit the applause button. Hit it.
Okay.
Do it.
All right, we're hitting
Everyone
it.
give her applause.
Yeah.
Yep.
No,
as you should.
But
as
like I told
should.
you, like,
I'm so proud of you.
It's been crazy for me to watch you because like, yes, like I've grown too, but like you have blown up. You've got to do all these amazing experiences, and there's not a single person who deserves it more. Truly.
No, you're very nice. Well, I think the same of you, and I'm so proud of you, and it's so fun to watch you grow. And I continue listening. She's my number one on my Spotify this year.
That was like great. I was like, oh
I
my
love
gosh,
you. I love what
oh
you.
my
I
gosh.
love your podcast, and I think you're amazing.
You were listening when I very first started.
I was like, the moment Josie started a podcast, I said, this is her like sole purpose. This is her dream. Like, outside of being a mom, I was like, this is what she needs to be doing, because Josie really can. In your very first episode, you're like, I could talk to a wall. And I said, yes, she is. I was like, yes, she can. But like in the best way. And you make everyone feel so comfortable and welcome. And so, yeah, I'm so proud of you. And I just can't wait to see you keep growing.
I love you.
Yeah, so thank you for having me back. It's been fun to catch up.
Thanks for taking out trash. No stories about getting tickets today.
I am ticket free.
You're ticket free?
And also no. I think last time I had like a warrant or something. Yeah, because I forgot about it. Yep. We are warrant free, ticket free.
You're staying away from the gorges.
I literally, it gasses me when I see someone cross one. I'm like, where's your ticket? Not that I want them to experience what I got, but like, actually I don't want that for you. But also at the same time, you're like, why did I get one?
No, it's not fair.
It's not fair.
It's not fair.
I said he was just really,
he was power hungry
that day.
He was power hungry.
And it's always when you're late. Yeah, no. Luckily, no. I've been a very safe driver.
Very safe driver.
And now I know, like, because I feel like I was, but now I know that like that's a no-go.
The gorge, you guys.
Yes.
Listen to the first episode.
Do
you
not
have no
cross
idea what
it.
we're talking about. But
you potentially could get a ticket if a cop is having an off day, but for the most part, from what I've seen, you're not going to.
From what Courtney's witnessed, everyone else gets away with it.
From what I've experienced, you're going to get a ticket. From what I've watched, I don't know.
You'll be fine. How much was the ticket?
So much money. Like hundreds of dollars.
Oh.
And it probably didn't help that it was so late.
Did you try to appeal it?
So you have to, I think, within like a certain amount of time or something.
Okay.
And when I got it, I said, I'm going to waste his day.
Yeah, because that's what you
I
said.
was like, I'm going to take him to court. Like, we're going to hang out all day long. If he has the time in the world, so do I, But then, of course, I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that.
I actually don't have the
time.
time.
That was just like my little fireside. And then I forgot about it. And then that's when I just kept going. And then I'd like call the court and be like, I had a warrant for my arrest. I need to pay this ticket. And like, just do it online. I said, all right. I didn't need to tell you any of that.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Cool. I didn't have to spill my guts.
No.
Okay.
And that's the person I am. Like when you have to call in, you have an appointment.
Oh yeah.
You call out. You tell them the whole story. You just saying I can't.
No, the best is when I call for like a doctor's appointment and I give the receptionist like my full diagnosis. And she's like, okay, so what time would you like to speak to the doctor?
She's like,
I'm like, I have discharge coming out of my butt and I like feel really weird. And she's like, okay, ma'am, would you like to speak to a nurse?
She's like, maybe hang up and call 911.
Like I always do that. Every time I call the doctor, I give them the full story.
And they're not the doctor.
Yeah,
no.
They're like, okay, welcome to doctor's office. How can I help you? Okay, yeah. So I woke up this morning.
And it's like, last night I was feeling a little wind chill. Then this morning,
Instead of just saying, I need to schedule a sick
no, it's
appointment.
the whole story.
No,
and they're not even like
literally.
an MA nurse. They're just person.
No, literally. This is their side job. They're just hanging out, and this woman is just selling everybody.
Well, and then you know that you're that person that later like, so this girl on the phone, she's not feeling good.
Like, literally, it's like it's supposed to be confidential. Like, she's like, I'm not a doctor.
Not here.
So I can say whatever. No, I am literally the same. I did that just barely with Banks, like calling the doctor for him. I'm like, yeah, so he had pink eye. We're gonna go get sushi together because Courtney is freaking giving me gift cards like the nicest person ever.
Stop. Merry Christmas.
Freaking love you.
Merry Christmas. I hope all you trashers.
Everybody.
Yes.
Merry Christmas, everybody. You're
that's
my
the
last
thing.
guest of 2023.
Happy holidays. Wait, it's Trashers, right? You're Trashers.
Yeah, Trashers. Yeah. Happy holidays, Trashers.
Yeah. You guys are the best.
You're the best. You're the best.
You're
Love
the best.
ya. Don't forget to take out your trash.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.